It's a podcast. 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8. All right, Chris, you can unmute me now. I'm done singing.
Yeah, because he can totally hear you. Because wow, but do you understand the stupidity of what you just said?
Absolutely not.
Jesus, we're starting off strong already.
Yeah,
great. Fucking great.
Is there any other way to start besides strong? Nick, I mean, I don't know.
Nick has stopped singing.
Preferably, logically and reasonable.
I mean, those are overrated. Like, we can dumb it down a bit. It's fine. Don't worry.
I think anybody who watches the podcast is trying to dumb their world down for themselves.
Succeeding.
Hey, my fans are watching this show.
I mean, they're still subjected to us.
Yeah.
Your fans are sitting here. Your fans are sitting here wondering why you are here. Exactly.
I mean, just a little bit.
Pretty sure you could round up like a teddy bear and like a Woody doll and have a better podcast than this.
Hey, I'm sure they love you. If you're one of my fans and you're watching this, comment how much you love these guys.
Or, save your comment for someone who's better.
Or just be honest.
That works.
Honesty is the best policy.
Legitimately, just go watch a different podcast. Just go watch a different podcast. You'll probably have a better time.
You've got the RT. You've got the Dude Soups.
You got NPR. You got the Co-optionals. There's a lot of podcasts that are probably better than this one.
And more informative.
And on a topic
more interesting.
You actually enjoy.
Yeah. Besides our fucking...
That is leading to something I wanted to bring up. Like, I'm starting to watch a lot more podcasts now because I'm, like, doing, like, a lot of Guild Wars. So I listen to podcasts in the background. I'm like, how their conversation flow compared to ours is just so much different. Like, I'm not really sure how.
Is it more fluent?
It's just, like, more fluid, more content-filled. Maybe it's because, they're all usually older and have jobs and bullshit. So, I mean, there's that.
That, and probably they spent more time with each other than we have. So, they have a better group dynamic. Or, like, they've been doing their podcast longer, so they know, like, how to talk to each other in podcast form, I guess.
Which, that's another thing. How the fuck do podcasts go for so long?
We have no idea.
You got hour-and-a-half podcasts, upwards of 375 episodes. Jesus.
I mean... You get new people in.
Talk about, like, yeah.
I mean, you talk about news. You talk about what's going on. Each week, lots of stuff happens in a week.
There's guests.
Yeah, we're gonna come to we're gonna enter podcast 50. Let's talk about ISIS. Everyone loves that topic.
Let's try to
talk about them now. Wait, did you say let's not talk about the Holocaust?
No, we always talk about the Holocaust.
Oh yes. It's my favorite pastime. Right next to the Cold War.
A regular holiday.
Trump.
Can
someone just mute him, please?
Hair stuck in your throat?
Sorry, I'm allergic to my own BS.
Are you a Neko now? Yeah.
What? Where the fuck did that come from?
What? He's a cat. Yeah, or Neko.
Okay, yeah, but why?
It's
why not?
Nico, I think.
It's Neko, not Nico. Nico would be like the weird American pronunciation.
No, Nico is that Italian guy down the road who sells you pizza.
Hi, Nico. Let's go get the pizza and play some ball. I was gonna say play bowling, but it's ball.
Let's play bowling. Why not?
Yeah,
all right.
It went weird.
Let's do a roll call real quick. I'm Nick. Or Super.
I mean, who's on the left?
Figured out in order.
Like, there needs to be an order. Like,
all right, Ian, go. God, Ian, say your name.
Hi, me. I'm
He's
Ian.
not even talking to you,
There
Chris.
we go.
You can be spiteful when it's your turn.
All right. TLG, say your name.
Hi,
no, you just did it for him.
Gamer. I do reviews and vlogs and...
God damn it! At the end!
That's not plugging! That's an
introduction! Close enough!
Literally, this has got to be the fourth time. The
And
third,
it's gonna
probably.
keep going on until he stops.
But it's not wrong. That's an introduction.
No, it's wrong. Just stop. It's simple.
I'm sorry, TLG, but anything creative is wrong because Nick is a closed-minded fuck.
Well, thank you very much. Chris, say your name. Or not, because you're a fucking prick. God damn it. Why do I hang out with you people?
Really don't. Like, we don't see any of... Like, I don't know about any of you fucks. I don't see any of you in person anymore. Besides Ian. Because we happen to have a class together. But besides that 1 hour, nope.
I mean,
They
we talk a lot.
I don't want to ruin my public image.
You have no public image.
That's my image. I don't want to ruin it.
Uh-huh. How can you ruin an image that you don't
went,
have?
I mean,
That went
Your
from,
public
like,
image
just a joke to super real really fast.
public image consists of calling me prick every single day, every single time you get a chance. So
It's not every day. I'm less frequent now because I know you already know.
So, yeah, that prick that just talked is Chris, since he didn't want to roll call himself.
Hey.
There we go. Now we know everybody's name. How fortunate for us.
so now
I mean, literally, you could have just looked in the description and just gotten any of the channel links or,
Or,
you know, watch a different
Are there
podcast.
channel links in the description? I've never
Yes,
bothered
there
to
are.
look at these.
There are.
When Nick copy and pastes them correctly, yeah, they are.
One time, motherfucker. One
Do they go
time.
to
Yeah.
entirely different channels?
No, it
Like,
would
I
just
think
say,
during the
channel
poll,
does not exist.
during the poll one, he copy and pasted all the links incorrectly.
Is it possible if we could host one of these podcasts on my channel, just as sort of
Yeah.
an ad for you
Oh,
guys?
that's up. I don't know if that's up to Nick. It's probably up to Nick, but I'm going to assume it's not.
I mean, potentially. I don't know. We'll see.
I mean,
Who owns the podcast?
I
what do you-
mean,
let's look
I
this up.
assume both you and Iggy share the podcast.
Is it
I
like
mean-
a shared thing? Like, if we were to take this up to legal levels,
The only reason we
um,
assume Nick Nick is basically the only one that records this. Anybody that records this is that's really it. Nick just records this. Legitimately, you can record it yourself, TLG, and put it on your own channel. Nobody will give a fuck. Probably it'll
Yeah.
get on there faster than Nick will ever put it on. So
I mean,
probably
the
better
thing-
off doing that.
But I edit a lot of the stuff out. So,
there is an
So he
editing
is on it.
process.
There isn't. Are you saying that he doesn't? TLG doesn't have the ability to edit himself.
No, he probably does. It's just that.
It's just that what? What is your argument here?
I'm a great editor. Like, just the other day. You know what? I'm gonna talk about.
Well, I mean, the obvious solution here is just to have fucking Nick edit it and then send TLG the file.
Yeah, like that's.
yeah, send it
easy
to me
solution.
through Mega. Is it called
Yeah.
Mega?
Mega
upload.
link, yeah.
Yeah.
Mega
Yeah, send
upload,
it
Mega
to me
link.
through that.
Like, I just edited week 10, and Chris, you're a motherfucker. Week 10
Why?
is where you. It's where you spoiled a bunch of shit.
With what?
The kunai
What did I
count,
do?
The kunai count for that episode was like 11.
Didn't
The
I
highest
contribute
ever
to
been.
that?
Yes, you did, and so did I. But mainly
Yeah.
Chris.
Now let me
What?
ask you
I did
something.
not.
How
That's not. That can't have been purely me.
how many
It
weeks
was
are
mainly
there in
you.
total?
This should be 14, I believe. Let me check.
This? I mean, you just uploaded 9, didn't you?
Yeah, this is yeah, I just edited 10.
By the way,
14.
to date this podcast, it is the 14th of fucking May.
Oh, we're doing the 14th podcast on the 14th day of May.
All right.
It's the
Let's not get
14th.
to it.
It's the 14th
So
today.
let's talk about our weeks. We'll start with always Time Lord.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that
Always?
literally happened. As
No.
always, that happened once last time.
It's close enough. Don't
I'm
worry.
usually the
Why don't we
third.
fucking let's switch it up then? Let's go fucking Ian, Nick, me, TLG, and then Chris.
Why? Last week it worked so well going from longest to shortest.
Let's try to keep that format. Why not? Longest to shortest. Let's go.
That's
Oh.
really like putting pressure on the first person to just keep it going, isn't it?
I mean,
I mean,
of course.
If TLG feels like his week isn't long enough, we can always let Nick go first.
No, I'll
Oh, jeez,
I'll
please
go
no.
last because I do. Oh boy.
Well, there you go. Your system is already fallen down.
Well, it's because he wants to go last, because apparently he has something big. I don't. So,
I guess.
mean, that's gonna,
Yeah,
More
I want
pressure.
something big.
That's kind of contradictory to
I
having
have
the
big.
longest go first.
Is it though?
I mean,
if
if he has something big, that's probably going to take a
doesn't
bit
take
to
like a
explain.
minute. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, shouldn't you do that first when retention is high?
No,
And
you do it
before people
last
get high?
so people can watch the whole thing.
Like, you got to grab people
No.
within the first, like, couple minutes.
Yeah, that tactic's never really worked on me. I just found, the forward arrow key to be very useful.
The forward arrow key. On what?
Right.
No,
In the fucking context of a YouTube video, forward being right.
yeah. There you go.
Oh, okay, that's what you mean. Fun
It
fact.
goes the same direction.
Not get that when he said it. Wrong.
I mean, when he said forward arrow key, I thought he meant, like, oh, to another video. Instead of, like,
What?
oh, to skip
The
forward
fuck?
in the same video.
What?
Since
Yeah,
he would think
yeah.
that, like, the
Yeah, what?
beginning didn't grab him, so he's like, alright, next video.
It's just saying I skip content. It's like, oh, hey, we're going to have this really big reveal, but here's like 20 other tiny bullshits that we're going to make you watch first. Like, nope. Skip. There it is.
Legitimate Time Lord. If you say that and you're like, oh, you say that you have something big, so you want to go last. If people are just gonna skip to the last part to listen to you anyways.
Granted, probably
really don't care.
not. Technically, it is a strategy for a reason because it has been, proven, like advertising companies and shit like that.
Like,
Show you,
some
like, they
people
have
are
all the
just-
statistics of, like, oh, the best methods of doing this type of thing to keep retention time up.
I mean, some
And
people are
typically
just
that's a
too
good
lazy
strategy.
to skip through. And they'll
Yeah.
be like,
You
whatever.
count on lazy assholes. Lazy assholes fucking fuel the advertising companies.
Lazy assholes also don't poop very well.
I knew there was going to be some sort of juvenile joke there.
You're welcome.
You realize you just.
All right.
that made-
So since Time Lord
made-
wants to
that
go
made-
last,
that was
I don't
the
know
opposite of
what
what
to
you actually
expect based on a
meant.
fucking podcast with a name like ours.
since
Super
Time
fun
Lord wants to
time.
go
Yeah,
last,
time.
we'll go ahead and start with Ian, and then we'll go to me, and then Dominic, then Nick, then Time Lord. All right, go.
All right. Reverse order.
Okay, my week. I have no Fs currently, so I am good on that front. The
Hey,
bad news.
Fucking like 6 podcasts ago or 5 podcasts ago, we believed in you. You did
Yep.
it.
And we still
I
believe in
didn't.
you now.
I didn't.
And
I mean-
now
You're
Besides,
the one who said it!
And now on Monday, I have to get nothing on. Now on Monday, I have to get my math test over 70 because I'm currently at a 70.03 in math. Basically, if I get anything less than 70, I am screwed.
It should be noted that this is finals week.
Da 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 da.
Finals.
Yep.
Brought to you with 0 finals. Hate it.
I don't
Oh,
have
you
any
already
either.
took out your
Oh.
finals?
Like, I have one final, but it's technically not a final.
Let
And
me
then
guess.
we
It's
have-
English, and you have to show up for Galileo.
Yeah, that's about it.
Yeah, that's
Is it
it. That's
English?
it. That's the same thing for me too.
Yeah, like math, I don't have to take the final because I got a 95 or above. I think it's at 100.1 right now.
Good for you.
So I don't
Well,
have
I
to take the
basically-
final there.
I basically just have to not fail my math, and then I'll be good.
Woo!
And then later on in the week, we have to do the whole graduation ceremony thing, which is going to be very long and
I mean-
boring.
You don't have to. Take an example from me and just say, fuck it. And don't go.
Trust me, with my family, they're going to want pictures.
I mean, you could just
That's-
tell them it got canceled. That works.
Or tell them you got cancer.
That also works, but to a more terrifying degree.
That's not going to work.
Legitimately, yeah, it won't work. You can't just go up to your parent and be like, "Hey, I have cancer," and your
Hey,
parent
Chris,
will
go, it's your
probably
turn.
laugh you off.
Oh.
Your parent
mean-
will probably just laugh you off at that point. Like, yeah, sure,
I mean-
you have cancer.
Oh, hey, Chris,
Why
Once
it's your
don't
you
turn.
show
do that?
them, once you show
I
them your
know.
bloody asshole, I think they'll believe you.
Why
No,
does that have to be
I feel-
prostate cancer?
I mean, that's the most visually stimulating cancer.
Is it?
I mean, if you look at the asshole, yes.
I think
Because
think
it's
if
all
they-
like
if you
swollen
show them
and
that-
bloody.
Why don't we make up like a very non-lethal but still frightening cancer, like weenus cancer? Weenus being the skin on your elbow, by the way, not the other thing.
Isn't that just still skin cancer though?
Yeah, like
I
lymphoma
I said make it up.
That's it.
or
It's
non-Hodgkin's
still skin
lymphoma.
cancer.
Like, one of those.
Yeah, okay, you know, I want to say this really quick. I have found, like, I used to be all homeschooled. We talked about this in depth one of the podcasts. I used to be homeschooled a lot. When I got to high school, I found out that high schoolers are the literal masters of fucking laying things off, procrastinating, and then somehow coming up with valid excuses for it.
What do you
I mean,
mean
it really
valid?
depends on.
Like, they can
Came up
fucking
with an
weasel their
actual,
way out of situations like, why haven't you turned this in? And then they have like a fucking 10-minute long conversation as to why they didn't have it, and probably none of it's real. It's astounded me.
I mean, the best part about being a teenager is that you can make that shit up pretty quickly.
It's like
Really?
our brains are wired to just make up bullshit on the spot.
I mean, that's most of what we think of is just bullshit. So,
And most of what
Makes
goes in our
sense.
essays.
yeah.
Alright, continue, Ian.
No, he finished. It's my week now.
Hey.
So my week consisted of all the finals because teachers are dumb. Period. I had my English final on Wednesday. I had my women in film final on Monday. English final Wednesday. Spanish final Thursday, and then my U.S. history final on Friday. Leaving no finals next week because, like Nick, in my math class, I got a 95 or higher, so that final's gone. So I literally had to just show up for English and do the Galileo. Finals week with zero
Yeah.
actual finals. That's
I mean-
that's
All right.
I can't understand why they decided to push your finals up, considering you have now nothing to do next week, but
I
there
mean,
must have been
this-
some
I mean,
reason.
this week was just college final week. Like next week,
Yeah,
this coming
I
up
don't,
week.
but
is
that's
high
the
school week.
worst reason to then push your finals up, because it's college finals week. Why would you put that on the students? Hey, you've got college finals. Fuck you, here's some more.
Legitimately, I didn't like that my teachers did this because the reason that they did it was because in order to avoid the college final conflict. So,
What?
congratulations!
What?
Yeah, yeah.
Wait, what?
My teachers did
let-
it. Avoid college
let's
finals
avoid-
conflicts.
Let's avoid any conflict with the fucking college schedule by putting our finals on the college schedule.
Makes sense. Makes sense. You know,
Yes.
That makes
So-
if you want to avoid college, then just go with college. It's fine. You know, makes sense.
I salute whoever fucking came up with that plan.
So, that was that. I got a bigger.
Dick?
I got a bigger SD card for my 3DS.
Woo!
Got
You
it.
can download all the illegal video games now.
Whoa!
I have SD card. I have not seen one of those in a long time.
I mean, if you don't own like a DS or like a Vita or like
I
some
did just notice,
handheld
like,
console.
just this morning, I noticed my computer has an SD card slot with like a fake SD card in it. I had never noticed that, and I've owned this thing for like 3 years.
Lets you manipulate the data on the SD card. It's nice.
Yeah.
So, Chris, is that your week?
Oh, yeah,
Did you
that's
see
it.
any movies?
Oh, I saw Money Monster yesterday.
Ooh, but I have no idea what that is.
It's a movie with George Clooney where he's like the television host. He's like a TV host of a show that does like stocks and stuff, and then a shooter appears and takes him hostage as well as the people running the show. It's pretty nice.
All right.
You know, I think it was just a cash grab.
Now, I want to... This is
Dick.
going to... why is there a surprising amount of cat movies coming out.
What do you
What?
mean?
So
What?
I'm going to talk about it in my week. But I went to the theater and
Uh-huh.
I saw 2 different posters for 2 different movies about cats, and they're not children movies either. They're like adult movies about cats.
Now by adult movies.
No, fuck you.
I mean, there's Keanu, which is by the
Yeah, that's one of them. And there's one called 9 Lives or something.
Keanu's behind Key and Peele's. That's not a kid. If that's not supposed to be a kids movie,
Yeah,
that's supposed to be
Keanu?
a kids movie. Then what the heck are you doing?
I mean, kids are fucked up these days anyway.
All them damn internets.
We're gonna like. I feel like with how fast the generations are going, we're gonna be like the rickety old men, probably 60 years before we should be.
All right, Dominic, it's actually your week, so you can go ahead and talk about your
Oh.
2 cat movies.
Oh, I didn't. That's all I know about them. This week, what
Oh,
the fuck
really?
did I do? It's basically
Showed
just
up
been
to
the end of
class?
the fucking school year, so it's been like I've skipped out on more school this week than I think I have in a long time. Like being a senior, if you have nothing going on in class and it's like your last class, you can just say "fuck it, I'm going home," and then everyone's okay with that. I literally walked into my math class last period, saw that we were just gonna watch Frozen, said nope, and walked right the fuck out. Best fucking privilege in the school.
You can sign yourself out if you're 18, right?
Yep, I'm 18.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's best fucking thing in the school.
Nick isn't gonna be able to abuse that fact.
Nope. I mean, I probably wouldn't anyway because I don't like skipping class.
Oh, I
if
mean,
I can.
I also live really fucking close to the school, so
Oh, like, do you walk home or
I
ride a
could.
bike?
If- I have ridden my bike on occasion,
Like,
You
how
have a
long ago?
bike.
and I can ride it with no handlebars.
No handlebars. No handlebars.
I did go see a movie this week, just yesterday actually. Saw Captain America: Civil War.
Mm.
Do you like it?
No,
Didn't like it?
it was a pointless movie.
I mean, it's literally just setting up. We have
It is a
plans and
setup movie for something else. You could basically. Does anyone care about Captain America: Civil War spoilers?
Absolutely
Not
not.
really.
No, I'm not gonna see it.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend it. All right, so we have first off, we have fucking Nick playing Hearthstone. We have Ian playing Minecraft.
Oh, I still have it open. When
I
this
still
goes...
have it open. He was playing it. He was.
He
playing
says
it.
if he plays Lotheb on turn fucking 7.
Lotheb is a wild card now, not a standard. You kidding me?
Why wouldn't you play? Well, you know, fucking, I don't care.
Anyway, when this goes away, spoilers will be done.
Okay, you can basically summarize the movie like this: fucking team
Iron
captain.
Man fight. Team Captain
fight?
moves to Wakanda. Team Cat moves to Wakanda. That's how you send this movie up.
Basically,
We're done.
but it's like basically fucking team captain becomes criminals. Team Iron Man is like restrictive, and Team Iron Man was basically right from the beginning because there was no bad guy in the movie.
Baron, you're Zemo. He's a bad guy.
He's not a bad. He was like, oh hey, you know what his ultimate evil plan was? To lure Captain America, Winter Soldier, and fucking Iron Man, which he had no idea would be showing up, into a room with 5 dead other Winter Soldiers, and show them a clip of Winter Soldier killing Tony Stark's parents. How the fuck did he do that?
I mean,
Magic
he did
guy.
actually. He did kill friggin' the Wakandan king. So
He threw a fucking bomb. You can't fucking tell me Captain America and Winter Soldier slipped away in a fucking stealth jet, and then somehow fucking Iron Man found them, and the fucking Zemo accounted for all that fucking shit. You kidding?
Magic.
So there was
No,
no
just-
bad guy. There was
I
no
just-
bad
no.
guy.
It's not. It's. Yeah. Well, my brain just died.
Good
No,
job.
he
Damn
was-
you, Nick. Damn
was
you,
just-
Nick. You broke my brain when I was thinking of a joke to go in there.
Magic.
I was going.
He was,
It's not magic. It's
Let
fidget.
Chris talk.
he was just banking on the
Magic.
thought that maybe it'll happen. I mean, I assume he had some sort of. I assume he had backup plans just in case stuff didn't go along like he did. Like if he
His
if he
backup
went,
plan was literally a gun to his fucking throat.
That's not a backup plan. That's the end plan. That's the end game.
That's literally what he did. What
No,
would
but
have
that's not
happened
the-
if
that's not
Iron
a
Man
backup
didn't show
plan.
up?
If Iron Man didn't show up, If Iron Man didn't show up, I mean, he probably would have just committed suicide. He'd been like, "Look at the video," and then Cap's like, "I already knew this happened."
Give
and
me
Bucky
more
and
views on
Winter Soldier's
YouTube.
like, they're Winter Soldier and frigging Cap would be like, "Yeah, that happened, yeah," and he'd just be like, maybe don't kill me." And
There
they
was
kill him, or he
One
dies.
thing I found very peculiar about it, like, you know how the whole thing was centered around, like, oh, you know, Iron Man wants them to have these restrictions, and Captain America doesn't want these restrictions. You know, like, Captain America thinks, or, you know, Iron Man thinks, oh, you know, we're too dangerous, we need restrictions, we need to be kept under watch. And Captain America's totally against it. But in the fucking ending scene after the credits, fucking Winter Soldier's like, yeah, I'm too fucking dangerous. I'm gonna go to cryogenic sleep until I can get fixed. So basically, I'm too dangerous, put me under restrictions. And Captain America's like, yep, that's good. That's the best plan. Complete 180.
Of course.
I mean,
It's
we gotta realize.
critical as fuck.
Question:
Probably
Winter
gay.
Soldier is Captain America's old friend who we thought he died, right?
Yep,
Uh,
Bucky.
He was
Right.
brought back in Captain America: Winter Soldier.
Which I
that
didn't watch.
This is all set up for Infinity War, though.
The fuck is
Legitimately all
Infinity
this
War?
is.
It's gonna have to
Thanos
do with,
comes
Infinity
with his
Gauntlet.
Infinity
When
Gauntlet.
Thanos shows up and he's like, "I want the Infinity Gauntlet." Currently,
Oh,
we have signed up for the movie. We got Tony. We got Black Panther.
We got Hulk, Thor.
Signed up.
wasn't there, like, I know, I read this somewhere, but didn't Iron Man, wasn't he able to wield the Infinity Gauntlet?
I mean,
Or something
legitimately,
like
all you have to do is put it on. So I'm
Yeah,
fairly
I
sure.
thought there was like I was fairly sure there was some weird bullshit about it. Like, I don't know much about the Infinity shits. Anyway,
They're just really powerful, and they're just really
Hey,
powerful. And Vision
spoilers are
happens
done.
to have one of them. So
Spoilers are done, right? Probably.
I'm pretty sure the Infinity
Uh,
Gauntlet is
no.
only one of.
no. Here's another spoiler. Freaking Cap and Iron Man fight, guys.
Oh,
ooh.
all right.
And
Oh,
fucking, here's an actual spoiler. The other fucking weird thing I thought about this movie was, remember how when Vision shoots down War Machine by mistake? How the fuck did that happen?
Legitimate movie bullshit.
Yeah.
It's a plot
Yeah.
convenience, guys.
Oh, hey, I don't
mean-
get distracted. I somehow got distracted by nothing. There was nothing to distract.
Other than the fact that he has a clear boner for friggin' Scarlet Witch, yeah, sure. There's nothing
Yeah.
distracting him. There's nothing distracting him. But literal just
Biggest
plot
Vision boner.
literally just plot convenience that he managed to hit him. Just how there's plot convenience die in the end of.
All right, I think
have
I'm done with
spoiler
spoilers.
warning up. So,
I'm done with spoilers.
hey, spoilers are now done.
So
So, Winter Soldier
Besides-
dies.
He
he
doesn't,
doesn't, though. I mean, that's still, you know, spoilers.
They
We
don't
just
know
did
this.
though.
spoilers.
Is
He just baited us into the spoilers ourselves.
it?
Good.
I mean, is
move.
it? I don't know.
Oh, I just confirmed it, so yes. Besides that, fucking nothing else really. Nope, that's my week.
All right, and now we got
Whose
Nick.
week are we on now? Nick.
Nick's
I'm eating chocolate.
legitimately contender for longest week.
All right, so what did I do this week?
We're done. Okay. DLG.
All right then.
What? What?
I'm gonna
Oh,
keep making that joke every week.
Uh-huh.
We
So,
always try to ignore Nick's section.
I don't know why. I'm actually pretty interesting. It's just you fucks don't like me.
Are you though? Ooh, I sat there and I played games, guys. I
Hey,
played the
I-
Warframes,
I
the
fucking got the
Hearthstone.
new weapon in Warframe. If you use this mod, you can maximize its crit damage and even get red crits on occasion. That's him.
Are we
Mhm.
listening to this legit?
How was my
I
Nick
mean,
impression?
I did get
Really
the
good.
Stradivar,
Oh,
which is
shut
a
the fuck up.
Warframe weapon. Alright, actually
It's
what
the
I
Call
did
of
this
Duty
week.
weapon. Call of Duty.
Yeah. I can switch between auto and semi-auto, which is nice, I guess, but overall it's a pretty piss poor weapon. It's fun, just not good at all. What did I do this week? It's college finals
Hey,
week.
if you ever want to shut Nick up about Warframe, just ask him about Nikana Prime Blades.
Was it the blade? It was the blade.
It was the blade.
It was the blade.
That's all you need to say.
Yep. So it was college finals week. Took my college finals. I had programming and U.S. history, and then the week before I had archaeology final. All three were
Jacob a dinosaur?
Wait. You took archaeology?
yeah.
Please tell me that the final, you walked into the classroom and it was full of fucking dirt and sand, and you had to find a dinosaur.
No.
What the hell did I come?
Please, that was,
It was-
the greatest final.
It was a written final.
Fuck.
Just-
Did you write a dinosaur on your paper at least?
No, I should have though. It
Oh,
was
damn it, Nick. You ruined
I'll-
everything.
surprisingly or unsurprisingly, I don't know which. Archaeology is usually not about finding those big discoveries. It's usually about like the little things, like knowing
Bullshit.
about like what human culture lived there and all that sort. I didn't know that.
Bullshit. You know what that is? That's something we're gonna teach you, but we're the ones that want to find the discoveries. Fuck you, we're gonna do it first.
We want
I
to do
mean,
the dinosaur. I
For
wanna find the
one,
dinosaur.
you gotta get pretty lucky to actually find those big discoveries. Two, you also need a lot of skill. Because you need to like figure out, alright, this is where the ley lines are going, this is how everything's set up, alright. Yeah, overall, the finals I took were easy, except for like US history, because you had to write 3 essays in the span of like an hour and a half, which sucked.
Excuse
lot.
me. Excuse me.
You had to write. He gave you like what topics you had to write on beforehand, like the 3 essay questions. So that was nice.
Hey,
But
remember all throughout high school, fucking English teacher telling you can't put this essay off. You have to fucking write it like weeks in advance. You can't do it the night before.
Legitimately, the teacher's challenge. Every single teacher, you can't do this the night before. And some people-
Legitimately move up a grade, move to college. Hey, write this in 30 minutes. 10 pages.
that was basically it. Like you
Challenge
could have
accepted.
like he
Challenge
gave you-
has to be accepted or you fucking fail.
Yeah, he gave you the questions beforehand, but he only gave you like the research materials the day of, like during the test.
The
So
fuck?
you could do some independent research, but he was like, all right, this is the main stuff that you can use on the final.
That's a bit.
It was
Not
really
fun.
weird. I didn't understand why he didn't just give us the research materials beforehand, but whatever, I guess. At least
He
we
probably
got
wanted
them.
you to fail.
No, prerequisite
probably
knowledge
wanted-
is cheating.
He probably wanted you to fail so you would come back again next year and have to pay him more money.
But
Give him
here's
a
the
job.
thing.
I mean-
Or take the same class at that point.
I feel
Yeah,
like he did this to like try to stop cheating because you could like he said, "Oh, you have to write it in blue books," which blue book is basically you get like a blue book from like the bookstore and it has like these like it's basically a
would be green.
notebook. They do have green
Got
books
it.
actually. It's basically a notebook where you like write your essay in there.
Then
And so
hand
you
it to him.
could just write it beforehand or have someone else write it beforehand. But to stop that, I'm assuming that's why he said, all right, this is what you can actually put in your essay. Like, these are the main
Can
things.
you explain to me the anti-theft systems of this blue book? Because I don't quite understand it.
The blue, like, you can, like, the blue books you buy beforehand and then bring them to class with you. So you could just write inside them beforehand.
And you can't get someone to buy one of these books and then give it to you before class?
What? No. No. You're misunderstanding me. What I'm saying is that you buy a blue book and then be like, hey, you, write my essay for me in this blue book that I'm giving you. Then the person who writes the essay in it gives it back to the person and like, okay, thanks. And then that person now has an essay written by somebody else.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So to stop this from happening, I'm assuming that this is why he did it. He would be like, okay, this is what you can actually put in your essay, like this information. Like, you could do independent research on your own, but this is the main information that you can put in it. So that way,
like this.
So that way, it would stop cheating, because even though he could check, like, each of the books beforehand, like, okay, there's nothing in there, you could still bring, like, 3 blank ones and then 3 that were actually written in beforehand. So,
Yeah,
there's
where you gonna
easy
find
way around it.
a person that's gonna write the same 3 essays into each book, same essay into each book? Like, no.
No, it wouldn't be the same essay. It'd be a different essay on each topic. So I'm assuming that's why he did it. Still kind of sucked, but oh well.
Plot twist, he just wanted to be a dick.
I could see that. Like, our final was based on the last 2 weeks in class, and that was it.
I mean, that's fine.
I mean, yeah.
I mean,
so basically,
I feel like those kind of finals are better than like comprehensive, a whole comprehensive final. Because
I know.
I don't truly want to dig through like my entire semester's worth of notes. If I just have to dig through like the last 2-3 pages of notes I took for a class, oh, that's great. I'll just study that. But I don't want to dig through like my entire comprehensive. You know?
Yeah, I know. I prefer
right.
that too. It's just that we didn't have any assignments besides the final. Like, we had one presentation to do, and then that was it. So it kind of felt like the rest of the class was just like, you didn't actually have to come to class, which felt like kind of weird. Like, I slept, like, that was the class I slept through the most this year. Like, I just, like, nodded off, and I was fine. Like, we didn't do anything in there. Like, he would get up there, present a PowerPoint, and play some videos, and then that was it. And then we left. And that was it. Our one class that I had a lot more fun with, and I enjoyed a lot more, and we actually did stuff in, programming. It was actually enjoyable. Learned a lot about programming. For loops, while loops, instantiation of classes, objects,
Can you make a robot?
Can you make a video game?
No.
Can you make a robot video game?
There's actually a class that teaches you how to make a video game.
Yeah,
I imagine.
But like,
I haven't taken that one.
Actually, good video that isn't basic and same as everyone else's.
I can't do any of those.
Can
I
you
can
make a game
make
that can do dwarves?
I can
For
make
my
a
final,
basic
I made a-
payroll. I can make a basic payroll processing program where it calculates your payroll and makes a check for you.
That's
That's
cool,
nice.
I guess.
I mean, sure.
For my video game final, I made a bullet hell.
Ooh, nice.
It didn't 100% work properly, but it passed me. Let's go with
Ow.
that.
You make an enemy to hit. And it shoots out stuff that hurts you. And
I
then
mean-
you-
I imagine it's a
you
lot
gotta-
more complicated than that.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
you gotta make
Enemies
sure.
Enemies kept on getting stuck in the invisible walls on the sides of the screen, so they would just stay there, and you couldn't shoot them.
Fun.
And so there would be a lot of bullet buildup.
At least you made it.
Sounds like a fucking STD.
build up. Like what? Feel like when those things hit
Basically-
walls,
We're
they
sorry,
disappear,
sir,
right?
but your tests have come back. You have bullet buildup.
Feel
Oh,
like
right.
bullets-
TLG's still here.
You're actually
Oh,
really
yeah,
quiet.
I
He's probably just
forgot you were
waiting
here.
for you to fucking end.
I
Hey,
mean,
TLG.
Nah.
TLG, do you want more time? Because I can substantiate. We can make. I can make this.
No, no.
No, you're good.
No, dude.
all right.
You're
So
absolutely
No, I'm good.
fine.
I'm entertained. Like when I'm in this podcast, not only am I participating in it, but I'm also laying back, drinking my Mexican Coca-Cola, just listening to this whole thing unfold, and I like
You
it.
had to fucking humble brag there, didn't you? Fucking
Mexican
That's humble
fucking
brag.
Coca-Cola.
Mexican Coca-Cola is the top fucking Coca-Cola in the fucking universe.
I don't really care.
Really?
It's soda.
Because apparently the school thinks otherwise. Like when
I mean, It's
I told you about the
because-
dance, right? Did I tell
Yeah.
you about the dance story? Like
Yeah.
I brought like 20 of these to sell.
Well, I
just in
mean,
case
you're
nobody
using that Coke as the base for your product, and then you're adding on to it. But as Coke products go, Mexican Coca-Cola is the best form of normal Coca-Cola you can get.
I mean, the thing is, Nuka-Cola is video game based, so more people are gonna be able to connect with that and be more likely to buy it because it's video game based and it's video
Also,
games.
tastes different.
So what you're saying here is more people connect with video games than standard products.
I mean, Mexican Coke is
Basically,
like,
fuck the
it's
Mexicans.
Mexican.
We love Fallout.
I mean,
Yeah.
Mexican.
Maybe don't
Mexican
mention the fact
Coke.
that it's Mexican Coke and just say it's Coke.
Don't take
Be
that
like,
out of
"Buy my
context.
Coke." Just buy my Coca-Cola, and people will be like, "Sure, we'll buy your Coca-Cola."
I mean, if he came up
take
with
my
just Coca, there is a lot to presentation. But if
Here,
he just
take
came
my-
up with Coca-Cola, I doubt anyone would actually buy it. But
Here, take my Coca-Cola. Here, take my Coca-Cola ripoff.
except it's
Hey,
better because you add to it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's
You
better,
add
and
the
they have
label and
original-
make it Nuka-Cola.
With 100% pure uranium
Mm.
in every
A
bottle.
quantum
Delicious.
leap in taste and a little bit more.
You can
But you
taste
do-
the Chernobyl.
Yeah, but you do realize that
Right.
if Coca-Cola gets whiff of this, that they're going to come hard on your ass, right?
No,
They're
they
not,
won't.
Oh.
Listen,
He
Ian,
doesn't
you
have
gotta
a big
Ian,
enough
Listen,
operation.
he made
You
profit.
kidding
He
me?
made profit off of something that is technically theirs.
Ian,
No,
you're basically
let's
saying
not-
that. Here's the fucking scenario. I want to give you a scenario. You're basically saying there's a kid on the sidewalk with a piece of fucking bread. A crumb falls off, and an ant takes the crumb. You're basically saying that kid has now made it his life's purpose to fucking kill that specific ant. It's not gonna happen.
It's insignificant
Like,
to them.
now if
So if I was making a $10 billion empire that could
I mean-
stand their own hind
Yeah,
legs,
they-
well, maybe yes, but
yeah, like let's drive the metaphor farther. Let's say that let's make this kid a teenager, and a little kid comes and steals that teenager's piece of bread. Then yeah, the teenager's gonna have an issue here.
Yeah.
Because that's more significant. But if it's just like a little ant, nothing's gonna happen. Like,
And then if the little kid goes and burns the ants with a magnifying glass, and then he gets turned into an ant by the ants by some tribal magic, then you just have a shitty movie.
go on.
I remember Ant Bully.
I
Yeah.
remember that
Nope.
shitty
That
movie.
was a horrible movie.
That
I
movie
agree.
sucked ass. It was creepy too. Gave me nightmares.
Fucking weird.
All right, so yes, I had college finals. They were pretty easy. Programming was fun. Final for that was just fucking doing a little it was just terminology. We also had a final programming project. But yeah, finals were easy. I watched 2 animes this week. Fuck. Infinite
Fucking fuck.
Stratos.
Everyone loves fuck.
Infinite
Yeah,
Stratos is such a shit show. It's horrible.
Wait, you actually want to watch that? Nobody
Yeah.
else. What?
He was
I was
interested
like-
enough to watch it alongside
like-
the action film.
I was like, all right, I want to watch another mech anime. Sure, Akira the XL. Nah,
It's not
Chris
a
recommended
mech
Infinite
anime.
Stratos.
It's not a
It is
mech
kinda.
anime. Excuse you.
I mean,
I left the
they have.
I left the stream early I left the stream early last time. So what was the anime you guys chose?
Podcast because I don't stream this, and we. All right, Ian doesn't know what we did for anime homework.
I mean, are you surprised?
wait.
No.
I mean,
I left early. Remember?
yeah, but it's not like you would actually watch it, though.
Yeah,
Being real here.
What was the anime?
No.
it was
Well,
the daily
we'll get
lives
to
of
it.
high school boys.
You thought I was lying, didn't you?
I 100% thought you were lying.
He asked me this earlier. I gave him that name. He was just, what? And then left.
It's pretty good.
I mean,
It's
I thought
pretty
he
good.
was 100% lying.
No, it's actually what it was.
The daily lives of high school boys, also known as Danchi Kokose no Nichijo, as they say it in the show.
Oh,
I'm
Nick, did you
okay.
watch the wrong Nichijou?
I did not watch the wrong Nichijou, no. Nichi no. Ha. Aha. And
We'll get to that later.
yeah, Infinite Stratos is a fucking terrible show. Like 3 out of 10. Horrible. None of the characters are interesting in any way. The plot's convoluted, and I mean contrived. Blah. It doesn't like. I don't care about anything that's happening in the show. Like none of it interests me in any way, shape, or form. but I still watch it because I'm like, this is so shitty. Do
that.
something with your characters. Make them a little interesting. Do
Why is it that-
something.
Why is it that
God
with bad
damn it.
anime you just can't stop watching it?
That's
Oh.
typically not the case. That is not the case, as we will explain later this episode.
Yep.
No, I mean, like, I've seen bad anime before, but, like,
I mean,
just, like...
if you're talking about
hours
something like
into it.
Naruto,
No,
I mean,
Naruto's a good
Naruto's
anime.
not. I mean,
it's pretty bad.
depends. It depends.
Cut out all the filler. Just cut out all the
Okay,
filler. And you're
cut out all the filler and cut out Naruto. You have an okay show.
But that's kind of the point of Naruto, to watch Naruto. Do Naruto things as a Naruto boy
Like
in a
the weeb
Naruto
run.
world. The weeb run? What?
It's been that run where you fucking run with your arms literally flailing behind you has been dubbed
Oh,
the weeb run.
God, that
Because
shit.
Fucking
people do
weebos.
it.
Wait,
People fucking run like that. Purposely.
I hate weebos.
wait,
Gas
wait,
them.
wait, which run are you talking about? Are you talking
The
about
Naruto run.
Like, where you have your arms just flail behind you.
Gas
That's-
the weebos.
Oh.
Now, Tio, you said you hate weebs. Can you give me the definition of weeb really quick? Just so
thought-
I can
thought you
A
might
confirm.
have-
weeaboo. A weeaboo is a degenerate American who rejects Americana and or Western cultures and tries very much to be Japanese. While doing
Okay,
so,
you're half
they
right.
They not
Did you
only fail in copying Japanese culture, but insult it. Example of this would be trying to do meditation on the subway while wearing robes and your hair back and wearing face paint.
You're
Another
half
would
right
be the
because
run.
weeb does not technically have a nationality. There's actually Japanese people who are weeaboos towards America, who think America is the greatest culture, and they reject their own culture there.
Well, God bless, because they're right.
Yeah, hell yeah, they are.
Uh-huh.
By the way, the political candidates. Anyway,
Oh, hey. Oh, yeah, Infinite Shrouds is such a shitty show. The best part about that show is episode 9, where they just stopped giving a fuck. Like, that's just straight up what happened. Like, they basically decided, like, hey, remember that plot? Yeah, no, we're just gonna disregard it. And, we're gonna focus on the girls part of the show, because premise is like, oh, there's one guy at an all-girls school. 'Cause he's
how
the only
did that
guy in-
happen?
Ooh. Watch to find out, or don't, because it's a really shitty show. And one of the characters is just like, I don't give a fuck if he sees me like this. He's my wife. He's my bride.
What?
I'm gonna marry him, so why not? And then she just like,
Can that happen?
then she's like,
That character is
naked in his bed when he wakes up. And that entire
Oh,
episode is just
Scandalous.
that entire episode is just golden. Because they just stopped giving a fuck about everything.
Is it Golden Boy?
No.
I'm actually kind
No.
of surprised you understood that reference.
I
The
don't.
character is
So.
actually German.
Oh fuck!
Yeah.
You don't.
I'm really sure it was a German character, right? That
Yeah,
a
it was
German
a
character?
it was a German character. Yeah.
Golden Boy is another anime. It's actually, I think, a very like 80s raunchy anime.
So yeah, when they stop giving a fuck about what's actually going on, the show actually gets like somewhat passable. But overall, it's still just like horrible. Like none of the characters do anything that interests me in any way, shape, or form. None of them have an interesting backstory. Like all of them are shit. Like
I'd officially
completely.
like to move Nick's
This
week
isn't-
up to
Did this?
last if we do descending order again.
So hold on. Is this?
I
Is this the Is this what inspired you to do the horrible anime thing?
Oh no, I came up with that.
Yeah.
Oh
We'll
really?
talk about that later. By the way. Other than
Wait, what
that,
anime
I
thing?
also we'll talk about it later. Other than that, fucking watch anime homework. We'll talk about that later. And that's about,
about
it
that
for
later.
my week. Infinite
Fucking
Shadows.
needs to talk about Infinite Stratos and pretty much anime
Infinite
homework detail.
Stratos is shit. What
Do
I'm trying to
watch
say.
it.
Like all you need to say, really.
I mean, I gotta tell them why I think it's shit.
You could have done it when it was like, actually anime homework because you basically did it, so you might as well do it there.
That's
But fuck it now,
yes.
right? But fuck it now. In the butt.
Yes.
Anyway,
Okay. Go ahead, TLG. Your turn. What'd you do this week?
Wait, what about?
everyone
I
else
mean,
went.
I can continue talking if you need more time.
No, I think he
Alright,
thought we
so-
skipped someone, but no, we didn't skip anyone.
No, it's your turn.
All right. Okay. So let's begin at the beginning of the week. So, our acting one final was on Wednesday. Oh God, a mosquito. I killed it. Acting one was on Wednesday, and I'm a pretty bad actor. Like I'm like the French actor of all actors, and I'm really
I
bad
don't
at
get that
memorizing,
joke.
It's a nod towards their military might.
which sucks. That sucks.
Apparently.
Apparently,
Apparently,
they
they just like. Apparently, they basically worship the friggin' white flag.
Recently,
Oh,
I think like
I think I get
okay,
it.
recently with like the ISIS shit and all that.
Maybe.
That's their
No.
police, not the military. That doesn't count.
Ah, yeah, I
Doesn't
guess.
count. So I did surprisingly well. Like I did really, really well. The skit was supposed to be about the Lindbergh baby, and I was like this construction worker that was saying that this guy isn't the Lindbergh baby because A, the actor's black, and B, he just can't be the Lindbergh baby, and we just
Do
go
you
on.
care to define Lindbergh baby? Because that sounds like a piece of bread to me.
The Lindbergh baby. Okay, so Charles Lindbergh was an American pilot in 1922 that flew across the Atlantic Ocean. He then had a child who was kidnapped and was never found. The police found the body of a baby, but it was too deformed to be recognized as his own. So there's this theory that the Lindbergh baby survived and lives somewhere in the United States.
All right.
Okay. All right. So what else happened? I finally was able to play Mountain Blade with a good friend of mine in English class, and that was really fun. Really fun. Also, the girl that I liked was in English, and we had this assignment that we had to pass around a card with our name on it, and we had
Yep.
to write something nice about each person.
We're doing the same thing.
And
Dude.
I did this as well. Especially
Yeah,
since
so-
I'm in your class, so.
and we got each other's cards, and
Oh,
and
I mean,
knowing,
everyone got each other's cards.
knowing that this might be the last time I'll ever actually get a message to her, because the letter I wrote her last time, she ripped up, didn't even read it, just ripped it up,
Yep.
threw it in the garbage, didn't give it a try. I then essentially wished her, I hope she has a great life, and she was a friend, she was a good friend. While we talked, she was great talking to her, and I hope she has a long, happy life, and that was it. And what she wrote in mine was something along the lines of, "You still continue to baffle me, LOL," or something like that.
Oh, so it wasn't Go Die in Hell.
Yeah, more or
I
less.
mean,
admittedly, and I think that's like the nice way of saying it, because you can't write that in that class because the teacher
Yeah.
will fuck you up.
the teacher said that if you write anything mean, I'm just gonna scribble it out with a pen.
That's not what we heard in our class.
Uh
There's more along
I
the lines of "I'll fuck you up."
huh.
She told my class, just don't, and that was it. Just don't do that. And I was just like,
So
I kind of want to do that anyways, because I legitimately don't know any of the fuck.
There's one thing I want to point out. Why the fuck do in either verbal conversation or when people write something, do they use LOL? It's a
LOL.
pet peeve of mine.
LOL.
Also,
It's like
Don't
how
you dare.
Ian,
LOL.
it's like how
So-
like when Ian yawns, he'll yawn, and then after he yawns, he'll say yawn.
I don't know why I do that.
It's
So-
fucking redundant.
So yeah, I didn't know what to take from that. I guess you're probably right. It probably is a nice way of saying "go to hell," which boy,
Why not? You know.
It might not be.
It might not be. I don't know. I can't look into her brain, and it's a sad thing that I'm probably never gonna see her again. But oh well.
mean,
That's
you
what
can-
internet stalking's for.
Hold
Internet
on,
stalking. That's fun.
Also, wait, before you move on, I just want to point out that I actually have done this whole write a nice thing about your classmate thing before, The only difference was they gave us like a sheet with like all of our names and like one line of space, and you had to write something in it, and then like the teachers then took the time to cut them out and put them on pieces of paper that you could take home. All mine's consisted of were like, you are smart. That's legitimately
Dude.
the entirety of it.
You know, I did it as
you're
well.
a smart guy.
And I got a lot of smarts, and I got a lot of fucking comments about my mustache.
Yes, a lot of people, especially a friend of mine, I'm not going to say her name, but she says that she's kind of scared of you because of that pedo stash. And then,
You did it!
and then
I'm
I
proud of you.
laughed, and then he said he jokes about that all the time.
Dude, I'm a pedophile. Great.
Uh-huh. Please tell us more about how your pedophile
When do I
tendencies
more,
get
like,
in the way.
during the
of
full
schooling.
moon, do I become pedo bear?
No, you become Jared from Subway.
Ooh,
Oh, Jesus, no.
gotta get those footlongs in the
That's a
little...
bit, no, I dropped the line at Jared.
So I
Did you
also...
say you gotta get those footlongs? Jesus.
So I also did this assignment.
Okay,
I don't know
first-
if I'm reading. I don't
the
know if
first-
I'm reading too much into that joke, but God, that was bad on many levels.
The
So
first
I
two jokes
also...
were- the first two jokes I found acceptable. The last one not acceptable.
So,
I
the
mean,
Well, it's not being
I
bleeped out, I
also-
know that much.
I also
The other
did this, and I have a feeling that I saw like a glimpse of my card because we weren't allowed to see them before like they got passed back to the teacher. We're gonna get them back on Wednesday next week when we take our final quotation marks. It's just Galileo and get us getting it back. And I have a feeling mine's gonna consist of just like, oh hey, you make great puns. And that's it.
Oh, sorry to
and-
derail you once again. But I want to say something.
Wait, really quick.
Fuck.
And also, when I wrote in everyone's, I just wrote, "You're pretty damn hot, Nick." Smiley face. And I wrote that on everyone's.
so
Dude, I
another
feel
thing
like-
that happened-
Like
turns out
literally.
you're a serial arsonist.
Some people are gonna like. I feel
I
like
just-
those might get scribbled out on like maybe the girls one, the female ones, but the guys is gonna be like, why?
I want to see if anyone's actually gonna come up to me after and they're like, "Hey, you wrote I'm pretty hot, huh?" Though I have a feeling that once like one person sees it, they'll be like to one of their friends, "Hey, do you see what he wrote?" And they're gonna be like, "Yeah, he wrote it on mine too." And they're gonna be like, "Oh, okay."
Son of a bitch.
But if they don't confer with each other, I feel like I'm
Don't
gonna get a
always
lot of
think you had a
looks,
thing for them.
which is gonna be awesome. Because there's just gonna be this whole misconception, like, "Hey, I want to get with you, but I don't actually want to get with you," and it's gonna
You
be
trying to
great.
start your own harem or something?
people are,
I mean, why not?
Because they're not your anime waifus.
Damn it, you're right.
a few more things that happened this week.
Yes.
Senior auction. Now, so my friend Dren, he's friends with me and another group of friends, and I anticipated that his group of friends would try to bid on him. So I pulled out $145 from my bank account, and I stood there and started bidding. And as
I
expected,
heard about this.
their
God.
group started bidding against me, and I just every time they said a number, I just raised my board and I just got an extra, added an extra dollar to it, and suddenly we were.
Yeah, I heard someone talking about this like from a different perspective. They heard that someone had like pulled out like $180, so they purposely drove it up.
Yeah, that was him.
No, that wasn't me.
Maybe it was a
pretty-
different guy, but it was basically the same concept.
But I knew, and eventually it went up and up until it went to $81, which then I won. And I told him to go home and sleep because he's been working his ass off the past 2 months, and it's been tearing him apart. And apparently, you'll get in trouble if you don't show up to school. So when he was essentially following me, I just told him to take a nap. But I'm gonna go back to this in a second. But another thing that happened in senior auction, I'm gonna who here is a junior?
Hey,
Yo,
2 juniors?
Us two, yes.
Okay, so then I should probably be nicer with the names so you two don't get in trouble. Okay, there was this one
We don't
blonde
care.
girl. Well, just in case they report, because I don't want you
They're
guys
not
to get
gonna.
in trouble.
How are they gonna find
It's
this
the end of the
podcast?
school year.
Okay, so there's this blonde girl, right? And there's this other guy. Who knows Roberto?
Me. Oh, Roberto.
Somewhat.
He is a guy.
Okay, so and you know Emery's, right?
No.
Okay,
I sort of know her, sort of not.
so blonde girl, right? Stereotypical blonde chick. Is auctioned off. Starts at $5.
Oh, I remember
Wow.
this story.
Cheap.
And then says 20. My group of friends, who are friends of mine, who are also friends with her, then try to bid against him to try to save her. Now, at this point, they were just they're gonna buy her for laughs, but now this is a mission to save her. So then they say 21. Then Roberto then says 40, and then she then quickly goes to a 45, and then he says $60, and they don't have $60 on them. So Roberto wins this girl, and Roberto, the best way to describe Roberto is he's really, really creepy.
I don't agree with that.
Massively creepy.
Yeah, kinda.
He's nice. He's nice, but yeah.
Okay.
Really creepy. And just the way he did the auction too was super creepy. I would if I was in the crowd and I was bidding on my friend Dren and immediately skipped to 20 or 50.
By the way, I don't know if the concept of senior auction is everywhere, so
Oh, we should
maybe
explain
explain
it.
that.
Okay.
Yeah,
Senior
we're not
auction-
bidding
Yeah,
on
no,
sleeves or anything here.
No.
This isn't
Okay, so
human
senior
trafficking.
auction-
As far as we know.
Senior auction is this. The seniors sign up on the list with a club that they're donating their winnings to, and you get to bid on a senior, and then if you bid say $20 on senior A, then those $20 will go to senior A's club of their choice, and then the next day they essentially become your bitch for the rest of the day. In reason.
Yep.
We're not
Stop
allowed to
calling
call them. We're not allowed to call them slaves, or we can't.
I saw
do it
Paul in a
anymore.
full Hawaiian fucking outfit, fucking
Oh,
coconut
yeah,
bra.
that was great.
I saw Alexis
that was
just
her.
in maid uniform. I saw Alexis in maid uniform.
I saw that. I figured it was
Also-
just is that why there was someone in a banana suit?
Yep.
Yes.
Max
exactly
was wearing
why.
a full-on dress with lipstick, and he wore a fake mole as well.
Helga?
One thing I want to point out
Basically.
is that
He was German too.
I'm not gonna name any names, but a teacher was like, "All right, I was a TA for a teacher, and the teacher decided that he wanted a video of what he forced his bot senior to do."
Was it Mr. D?
No, they're not naming names, but legally you can't.
It's Mr.
Teachers
D.
can't record. Legally, teachers can't record students, and so he tried to get me to do it, and then I brought up the
Rex.
I brought up the fact that isn't this still technically illegal? And then the senior that was gonna get videotaped decided, yeah, this is still legal, I guess. And then I didn't get to record people.
Oh,
Yeah. I mean,
So-
if there's no consent, you can't really do much.
So Dren's GF, okay. She hates me because A, I bought her BF, and C, well, okay.
Well, you didn't fuck him, so why the fuck did she hate you?
Well, she hates me because this is what happened. So I decide, you know what? Everyone's doing something ridiculous to their senior. I'm not gonna say senior slave, senior bitch. And
Senior bitch.
Senior
bitch.
servant.
I mean,
Senior
Some-
servant.
some
Just call him a
prob-
bitch.
some probably didn't have a bad time.
So-
Generally what happens.
So- everyone was
Like-
doing some absurd things with their senior bitch. So I decided, you know what?
I mean,
I just bought this Trump deodorant called Trump Empire.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna make him put it on. And as I'm showing it to him, he's looking at it saying, how the hell does Donald Trump create his own deodorant? I'm saying, well, he did. And then his overprotective girlfriend then comes in and says, well, oh, if you put that on, I will not talk to you for the rest of the year, because she's very, misinformed anti-Trumper. And,
Oh wow, 3 days? Oh no!
exactly.
For 3
Legit!
days? Oh no!
3 days? And
And-
those are final days, so I will only have to maybe see you for 2 hours of one day? My god!
At most? Whoa!
And then
The funny
Then
thing is,
I
I know the funny thing is, I know the people you're talking about, and I think you're slightly exaggerating it because I know these guys because I hang out with them like twice at every school day, basically.
and
This is the Super Fun Japan Time podcast where we cut off whoever's talking with whatever story.
Yeah,
I
I mean,
just did it.
totally. I mean, we totally
do
do that.
what?
Like, all the time.
so
Continue.
Part of the tradition.
So then I then say, well, don't worry, Dren. Well, I was trying to tell him that it doesn't matter because you can't hate someone for putting on deodorant. Like that argument can't stand on their own hind legs forever. So then I said, hey, don't worry, Dren. She'll come crawling back. Don't worry, because you can't hate someone for just putting on deodorant. That's stupid.
You'd
And
be
then
surprised.
she got all offended by it because apparently she saw it as a sexist thing that women come crawling back to men all the time, which
Oh,
isn't what I meant. And she just, threw a little, she got angry and walked out. And then when I tried to apologize for my actions, she just said, you're not talking to me right now. And I said, well, too bad, I'm apologizing. I apologized and I walked away. And
no, fuck you! I'm apologizing.
Oh,
exactly, that's
walk
exactly what I did.
Stop it with your female introspection. I'm apologizing to you right now. Stop trying to be an independent black
Exactly.
woman.
We don't need no man.
That's exactly what happened. And you know what? If she can't calm her tits literally on
Uh-huh.
an argument on deodorant, like this is deodorant. Like she's mad at deodorant. Like what the fuck? Like if Dren bought me in CD auction and made me try on Bernie or Hillary deodorant, I would put it on because you want to know why?
It's
fucking
just deodorant.
Yeah, it's funny.
Exactly. It's just
Also,
deodorant.
You're also
Hillary
forgetting.
Clinton deodorant is actually just toothpaste.
Lol.
Ah, cat, get off my cord. Damn it, there's a cat on my cord.
It's
Oh,
toothpaste in a fucking deodorant tube.
If you take a look at the website, you can actually buy an actual woman's card.
Oh,
What do you
what?
mean a woman's card?
Okay, give me a minute. Let me continue talking about the other
Does
thing
this
that
verify
happened.
you are in fact a woman?
I mean,
So,
Are you then legal to be a woman? Is it like a green card?
well, okay,
Do you like rip out your soul if you don't have it?
bullshit.
there is the she's playing the woman card.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
So
Like
she
that.
is literally selling the woman card.
I feel like that's a really good product.
Let's see.
It actually sounds pretty good. Like,
You would make so much money off novelty.
now you can
There you
play
go.
your woman card for only $9.99.
There
You
you
can get
go.
your very own woman
Aha!
card. Play it in any deck.
You've triggered my top card. Woman!
Wow, what does it do? It allows you to win
I
any
win.
argument, no matter what, even if it's asinine and contradictory and contrived. You win just
Now, someone
because
got offended
you're a
with that.
woman.
Someone
Or-
got offended with that, and I'm perfectly okay with that.
Or
It
you
costs
get completely
$5.
screwed over. How much does a
$5
man card
for a woman's
cost?
card.
How much does a man card cost?
Tell
don't know.
Donald Trump you're a card-carrying member of the majority. What? That's the description for this thing. Tell Donald Trump you're a card-carrying member of the majority. Made in America.
Uh-huh.
Made in America is stated twice for some reason. Oh, no, 3 times.
Made in America. America. In America. America.
Well, I think it's
America.
probably fucking... Bet you anything the plastic is from China.
Probably. I mean, there's not really a way around that, I guess.
So another thing that's happened this week, in about 7 hours and 45 minutes, Iggy and I will be in the man versus machine thing with YouTubers. Essentially, is we did this a few times, and we get a bunch of YouTubers from the Dalek mod, and we play a round of Man vs. Machine in Team Fortress 2, and we edit the series and we upload it usually to my channel. This time, however, part of the series will be going on the Special Weapons Dalek channel, the SWD Team's channel, which has over 5,000 subscribers and will essentially help both of our channels. And I see this as a great thing because he actually spent time making his own personal title card for this thing. And it's also partially sad because originally we were supposed to have Red Dash be part of the Man vs. Machine thing. But in the last podcast, I explained he left the team and we needed a replacement. Now, 1WTC, if you're watching this, okay, I'm not ill wishing your girlfriend that's going to be part of the thing. I'm not.
I mean,
but
this
I
won't
was
come out for another 3
considering.
months.
No, it'll be out in at least a month. At least.
I was strongly considering on having Generally Bananas or Subdivide to be part of the Man vs. Machine thing because they are actual YouTubers. I don't think your girlfriend has a YouTube channel. If she does, I'm completely ignorant about it, and I'm sorry. I didn't know about it. But to my knowledge right now, I thought that Generally Bananas or Subdivide would be a much better candidate. But because you're my friend, I then agreed to having your girlfriend be part of it.
I mean, you could have, you know, a significant other help you on a singular channel. You see it all the time, like
Yeah.
YouTubers with their girlfriends.
But this is like a
literally, you could-
collab effort. We're having a Pug, we're having 1WTC, Matt Didgeridooman, now 1WTC's girlfriend, you, Iggy, and me.
Is she the second World Trade Center?
All right.
You know what? You know what? That's what we're gonna call her. 2WTC. That's what I'm gonna call her. That's her new nickname. 2WTC.
God.
No.
I assume you understand that joke and then not just like that came out of nowhere.
Not to diminish this.
No, I understand it.
We
I
record.
understand it.
Time Lord, we record these, so this is going to be up in like a month. So I mean, if you want to
Yeah.
direct them there, if you want to direct them to Nick's channel in about a month, you can be like
I literally said that as he was explaining it.
a speech about having your girlfriend here on this podcast that I recorded like 7 hours before the thing. So you know, if you want to watch it, like
Nick suddenly
Sorry.
uploads all
Like-
the D&D podcasts in the next 5 hours.
I mean, to be honest, I think I have only 2 weeks left of it to upload before we're caught up. Let me check.
doesn't mean you will do
Yeah,
it.
I have like 2 weeks left to upload, and that's
Okay.
it.
So yeah,
Then we'll be caught up.
and right now what's happening is I discovered that Amazon has this YouTube competitor called Amazon Video Direct, and I decided, oh, you know what? Oh, I'm going to start my own Amazon channel. And so then I
Sweet.
got this older review, like Amazon Video Direct is essentially a second YouTube.
The fuck?
Amazon created a YouTube competitor where
Oh,
people
that's
can
not
upload
good
their
for
own
them.
videos and monetize them. It's really complicated, and I still haven't figured it out. But at the end of the day, I decided to upload 2 reviews of mine. They're older ones, but they still hold up. One of them is my Dawn of Fate review, where I review a Terminator game. This is the first time that we actually had a coordinated fight scene and new special effects with with the green screen and the Terminators, and also a brief period of time where I tried to use Source Filmmaker. Keyword being tried. I think I did a terrible job, but and the quality was shit. But at the end of the day, it was a very hard 3-month work put together review, and I still stand by it because I really like it. The other upload I'm doing, which I'm still trying to process with this computer right now, is the Dalek mod review, which I had at the time the entire Dalek mod team be part of, where I acted out dressed as their Minecraft skins and dubbed their voice over mine. I also fight a villain called Cowman in it, and Red Dash.
I think I
no,
remember
it was-
seeing this like months ago.
Yes,
Cowman.
it was epic. and
Is it with a mushroom
was-
cow? Is it a mushroom?
No, it was a normal cow.
Yeah, if you
Yeah,
did that,
it
you'd basically be fucking that one YouTube channel.
Crafted
it's a
movie.
cow in a suit.
Who haven't uploaded anything in like a year.
Yeah.
That's
No, it's a cow in a suit. But yeah, I decided to upload.
that's basically the head person of Crafted Movie. Is
Like,
a-
there's gonna
is a
be so
cow
much
in a
fucking
suit.
originality surrounding Minecraft characters anyway.
I should
don't
actually
know.
check if they've uploaded anything at all.
I mean,
Haven't-
you can
I
if you want to.
No.
Yes.
Who is this guy?
It's a Minecraft animation channel that was pretty big.
Well,
but they
it's
stopped
basically
uploading.
it's basically a Minecraft like shorts sort of thing. They've done
That's
quite a
literally
few
what I
things.
just said.
Never heard of them.
They're pretty good. They did some pretty interesting animations and like they have their own fucking like RPG server and shit.
I'll look them up.
That stands
yeah,
for
so-
role-playing game.
So it was originally in 2 parts, but I'm trying to edit it so that it becomes one big part. And every time I try to export it, it's telling me error something something, not enough free disk space. And I'm looking at I can pull it up right now. I can look at my how much storage I have, and I have over 198 gigabytes free of storage. So I don't know
Do
what's
you
up
have a
with that.
similar problem to that?
Sorry, what?
You were talking. You have a similar problem with that, don't you, Nick? Where it's like, hey, you're trying to do something. It's like, hey, you don't have disk space, and you
Oh
literally have
yeah,
enough.
with the Skyforge thing, it was like, oh hey, I want to install it to the C drive, and it's like, no, you don't have enough space, but I do have enough space. So I was like, hey, install it to the D drive instead, but you don't have enough space, but I have 1.6 terabytes free of space, and it wouldn't work. That was the problem I was having.
That's
Computers
probably
are
what happened
weird.
to
Yeah.
IDK, what's wrong with this?
I blame Windows 10 personally.
Well, this is a Mac, so
I know, but still.
Wait,
Okay,
Max
we'll
as in
take
like MAX or Max as in MAC?
Or
MAC.
MAXX, like radical.
Radical, bro. So, anything else in your week, TLG?
Let's see. Anything else? Let me think.
Mm-hmm.
Do the Winnie the Pooh thing where you fucking tap your fucking fist in your head. Think.
Yeah.
Was that a Winnie the Pooh thing?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Did you ever watch Winnie the Pooh as a kid?
Yeah, I did.
Winnie the Pooh.
Though I thought that
Winnie the
wasn't a Winnie. I don't know what I thought that was.
Winnie the Pooh.
Who knows?
Winnie the
I don't.
Pooh.
Anyway. Oh yeah.
Winnie
Next week, since I basically don't have any finals and we just have to show up, I'm bringing my murder bag.
Yeah, but like so it is, purposely your point to make that as without context as possible.
Oh, of course.
Question: weren't we gonna do something with Beyblade?
Ian
or
does
something
not
at
give a
some point?
fuck.
Of course I don't.
I mean,
So
I
wait,
can.
I'm
I
just
can bring my
remembering something-
Beyblades if you want.
Yeah,
Let
because
her
I was.
rip.
I was just remembering a conversation we had like a while ago.
Yeah, it was quite a while ago.
Fuck that conversation.
It was quite a while ago when we talked about
40
Beyblades.
fucking minutes.
It was quite a while when we talked about Beyblades. Let it rip.
He still has them next to his freaking chair.
I mean, of course. Why
Still-
wouldn't I?
You still have that sandwich there too?
You don't know
Yes,
whenever you
I
need to save the
fucking
world.
do.
Did we ever talk about that on the podcast?
I don't think we did.
So, me and Nick play Warframe a lot,
We do.
and and you have melee weapons in that game. And for the melee weapons, you have stance mods. Like, hey, if you have a gunblade, put this stance mod on, and you have a different moveset. And there was this one I really wanted, but I can't afford it because I don't have any of the premium currency.
Platinum.
'Cause I don't
which you
farm
can
it like
trade
Nick
for.
does.
I don't farm it either, actually. I just am able to trade for it.
Yeah, you farm it. Anyway,
Uh-huh.
I'm like, hey, you should buy me the stance mod. I'm like, he's like, no, I'm never gonna fucking buy you anything. So I was like, I'll make you a bet. I'll bet I can tell you something. I don't remember how it came about specifically, but it's like there is oh fuck, what was it? I'm a little fuzzy on this part, but it's like,
Remember when I gave you a sandwich? I think is how
oh
it
yeah,
started. And
it's
then I was
something
like
like that.
at lunch, and you were like, and I was like, you never gave me a sandwich. And then you were like, and then it ended up going into like, okay, if I tell you that if I prove to you that I gave you a sandwich, you will buy me high noon. And I was like, yes, I will.
Turns out it was the Yu-Gi-Oh card sandwich.
Yep. So I ended up buying him the high noon that night.
He had it there for a few days, looking at him on the desk. Didn't realize it.
I have it literally standing up, like laying on my monitor. Like, it's always there. And
What?
I don't know.
I have it standing up, laying on my monitor.
Like, you gave it to me in,
It's in a plastic thing.
Yeah.
Oh, sandwich. I
So-
thought you meant actual sandwich, but you meant sandwich.
I know, that's what I thought, too. And
I
know.
took advantage of it. I'm an opportunist, motherfucker.
Mhm. So, yes. By laying on my monitor, it's like, it's like laying on it, you know? Like, when you lay
Yes, but
something...
you said it was standing up, laying on your monitor. There's a contradiction there.
Like, when you say, like, laying against my wall, or, like, up against
It's like
my wall...
Schrodinger's fucking position.
it's
Is he
usually,
standing
like,
up or
at a
laying down? Who knows?
It's usually, like, at a slant when it's laying, like, on the wall. Or, like,
I'd say it's slanted then.
propped up against the monitor.
There
Got
you
better?
go.
Boom, I did it.
Ding, ding, ding. We got a winner. Anyway,
Chicken dinner.
fucking.
Oh,
I
yeah.
want to talk about something. Really. Oh, wait. Did you go?
Sure. No, okay. Another thing. Generally bananas. He is the guy that uploads Star Wars Battlefront 3 footage from his Xbox 360 developer kit. He recently escaped, like went in exile about 5 months ago because he developed a team of his own friends to finish what was left of the canceled Free Radical Star Wars Battlefront 3 game. And one of them leaked it and created this huge explosion on the internet. And he didn't feel right that he released it, that he leaked it, because he really didn't feel right having the game itself. Because the way he got the game, apparently, was that a friend literally just gave it to him. And he didn't really feel right leaking it, because everyone else who had to get the game had to search for it hard, had to spend like hundreds of dollars to get it, while he just really just had it handed to him at a pillow. So he escaped because he escaped the internet for a while, and then he came back about a month or so ago, and I told him about Frontwire Studios and my Droid audition, which I told you guys in an earlier podcast.
Yep.
I think I sent. Did I send you, Nick, the footage?
You did not.
Well then, I'll fix that.
Just send it
Anyways,
to me when you get a chance. No big deal.
so
It's not going up for another month.
I mean, he's not wrong.
So then, I didn't tell him what Frontwire Studios is doing. He says he doesn't care. He doesn't want to be interested in it again. 2 days later, he messaged me saying, "How the hell did you get me into this again?" Turns out he's now part of the Frontwire Studios team. And just today, he sent me new footage for me to edit. And he did a pretty weird request too. Like, there were several clips that he sent me that were over repetitive because, he died in one of the maps, so he had to respawn. And I said, dude, in these scenes, we should probably just edit it out, cut it out completely because it's just over repetitive and the viewer will get annoyed. But then he said, no, keep it in. And there were like long loading screens in some of the scenes. So then I removed those completely. I sent him the footage, and then he replied saying that this is too good. You cut out too much. And then I said, well, that's good, isn't it? And essentially what he told me is he wanted me to do a bad job so that he would lose his fan base, so that people would stop watching his videos, so that he could leave more quietly without causing a big shock. He didn't want me to try again, but he essentially told me, for reference, do a bad job editing it. And while I'm reading this message, I'm sitting back in my chair and I realize center of a lot of stuff. Like this stuff, like the SWD team thing, with the iKing thing, with all this stuff going on with Frontwire Studios and what Banana Swag wants to do. I'm in the center of all of it, just watching this whole thing, and I didn't know what to think about it. Like, I realized this, and I just didn't know.
You cut out there for a bit.
You
That was
need to reattach your mic, I think.
something weird happened there.
And
If
Yeah,
he
you-
fucking speeds
hear
up,
me?
okay, never mind.
Okay, we can hear you now.
You can hear me now?
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Wait,
No
what?
one understands that anymore.
You're cutting out again.
I mean,
Hello?
all right. It.
You can shut the fuck up, Nick.
I know.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. What part did I cut out at?
You cut out with I don't know. I got fucking weirded out and forgot.
Well,
Where you had where you had an epiphany or something like that.
yeah.
You're saying you're at the center of
I'm at the
it all,
center
watching it
of
all
all
go down.
this. I'm in the center of all this, watching all this go down with Frontwire Studios making the game, with Banana Swag wanting to be pulled out, the thing with the SWD team and Red Dash and with the iKing. I'm just in the center of all of it going on. There's nothing I could do to stop any of it, and yet somehow I'm involved.
I'm in the middle of it, yet somehow I'm involved. Seems pretty easy connection.
I mean, if you're in the middle of it, yeah.
I mean, like, I don't know how I got
I mean,
into this position.
You have ties with everyone.
More or less, yeah.
That's how. You know somebody, and you know they know somebody who they're having conflict with, so naturally you get involved.
Yeah, like, it's a natural progression of things. There's nothing too, like, out of the ordinary there, I suppose.
It is fun. Like, it is fun. Don't get me wrong.
Drama?
It is fun sometimes.
I mean,
of course it is.
sometimes.
Everyone knows.
Like, it's interesting to see, like, okay, what is going on here? Like, whoa, this is a thing.
That's why there's literally TV channels named after the shit.
There's even a YouTube channel called Drama Alert. Oh yeah, like Extra and MTV and all those are just straight up like, here's drama that's going on right now with celebrities. Fucking scum of the earth.
I never really understood why people, I mean, even to the extent of YouTube, why people like watching other people's drama.
Because
It's
it's
entertaining, maybe. I don't know.
interesting. It's interesting in a way, seeing how like another person lives. Like, oh my gosh, I can't believe that this person who I know in this movie did this, or can't believe this popular person did this. Like,
Yeah, I can't
oh,
believe this
man.
person who I know is talented enough an actor that they're on the fucking big screen acted differently than I would expect.
I mean, it's like it's a cognitive dissonance sort of thing where like it just like it's contradictory to what you think is actually going to happen. That's how it becomes so interesting.
I just don't get it. Then
I
again,
mean-
I'm not the most socially inept person.
Yeah.
I
Also,
don't really
when
care for
something,
it.
also when something's popular, there's more of a chance that it'll be like that. something
Hitler's
will be-
popular.
Yeah, and there's been a lot of controversy over Hitler.
Not really. It's more like,
No, there
has
actually
Hitler's
has.
image become where like Hitler, you know, generally has a pretty bad image.
Dude,
mean-
there is legitimately
But-
a channel
Ex-
on YouTube of this 18-year-old girl worshiping Hitler.
I mean,
Yeah, that happens.
different strokes for different folks. Am I right?
He's like become like a pop icon though.
I mean, in a
Yeah.
way, yeah. Like,
I
Being-
don't really mind. It's kind of funny.
like when you're as popular as Hitler, people are gonna worship you.
Dude, Hitler has so much swag.
Uh-huh. Please tell us
You
more
think it's
about
like
our Lord and Savior.
He fucking imagine Hitler's ghost. He dies, and you know the world rejoices when he dies. Like, okay, yeah, that happens. Fucking 60 years later, What the fuck? Why am I suddenly so popular? Why are people fucking... Why?
Why am I in their history books? Oh yeah.
Why are they drawing comics about me?
Why are they all making fun of my mustache?
Why do they think I'm cool? Why Hitler wasn't evil? How to identify a Jew?
Why is there a
Yes.
play about me?
This is legitimately this chick's channel, and she's 18 years old, and she's drop dead serious. She's
Oh,
kind
boy.
of cute, but she's drop dead serious.
How
my
to
God.
identify a Jew. Why Hitler wasn't evil. All right, sure.
I'm just gonna, like, how to identify a Jew? Hello, are you a Jew? No, wait, that's probably not a good thing to lead off with.
I mean, that's probably the best way to know if somebody's a Jew. Like, ask them, "Are you Jewish?" And they'll probably be like, "Yes" or "No." Like, it's not that big a deal.
I mean, no one will understand this reference, but it's kind of like fucking Unbreakable Patches. Hey, are you a cleric? Yeah, don't answer yes to that. You're gonna find yourself fucking down a pit. Literally.
Ooh, that doesn't sound very nice.
Come back and kill him.
So, what
Dark
did you
Souls,
want to
by
talk
the way.
about? Oh, all right.
So it's in fucking accord with finals. So, you know, all finals are going on right now. Tomorrow, yeah, I guess tomorrow at this point, I'm taking my very hardcore English final, which consists of us bringing in baby photos and then the teacher trying to guess which senior is which from the photos.
Wait, you got.
Hardcore. I mean, we
That is
did that on
that
Friday.
is legitimate.
But we did it on Friday, yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, did you
I
do
mean-
the same thing?
Yeah, on Friday. But I guess you guys don't have to take Galileo, so that's probably why.
Nope.
Yeah.
Also, we are bringing in shit tons of food. Hypothetically,
Aw, shit, dog.
we have huge fucking sweets and fucking doing nothing for 2 hours. Great.
So
What
should-
time is your class?
So it's gonna be. Well, I mean, all the finals are at the same time, so it's gonna be 8 o'clock.
Yeah. Or
Wait,
10
I-
o'clock.
I thought my final was at noon 30.
No, all
No,
finals
no.
are
Hey.
from 8 to 10.
Every
and 10
day.
to-
It's gonna be
Um,
8, 10, 10 to fucking 12 every
Except
day.
on Monday,
you-
where there's like 12:30
later
to
class. There's
Yeah.
12:30 to
2:30. Yeah.
if
Oh.
you happen to be unlucky enough to have one of those.
I'm one of those unlucky people. And I still have to show
Ah,
up. God damn.
I just wanted to share my grueling final with you.
Yes.
oh wait,
very.
does somebody tell me the final schedule? I didn't bother ever getting that.
Same as
Anywhere.
every year. Same as every
Eight-
year.
8 to 10, 8 to noon each day. You have to show
Basically,
up for 4 hours.
No,
First,
but like what
first period, it goes like this.
is on?
Monday is first period, 7th period. I don't know about that extra, like, 12,
Oh
30
no
or
no.
whatever.
Okay, so here's how it goes. It goes Wait, I actually.
Why are we talking about this here, actually?
I have a picture of this. Hang
I don't
on.
know. I needed this.
Wait,
Send
why
me-
are we talking about this here?
What, the final
Send me the
schedule? Why not?
Yeah.
I just want to know the final. Well,
Yes.
just one thing I wanted to. One thing
Why
I wanted
not?
to bring up about the final schedule is that it for those of us who manage to have matching up times where we do not have a class and need to show up to a study hall. It may or may not be beneficial to show up to the same study hall to, I don't know, play fucking
Yeah.
games.
Oh, I'm getting the fuck
I
out
mean,
ASAP.
I'm bringing
If
my
I
murder
wasn't-
bag, so
I'm
we'll be
getting-
able
Yeah,
to
but
do
you're,
that.
you're 18, so you can actually get the heck out.
Yep.
My sister has to take finals like all of them, like the entire day. So I have to show up for most of it. Plus,
Oh,
I'm
I
that's
only,
just fucking go up to the front office and say, fuck this shit, I'm out.
All right,
plus I'm
so
only 17, so I don't have anything.
Chris, Monday from 8 to 10 is 0
You could
period.
just send me this picture.
We're actually going
Send me
over.
the
I
damn
mean-
picture.
The thing is, it's really blurry, so
Fun.
We're actually
Monday,
going
what?
over this fucking
All right,
shit
so
on the
Monday
podcast.
from 7:30 to 8 from like 8 to
We're
8 to
actually
10
doing
on
this.
Monday is 0 period. Then 8 to 10 on Tuesday is first period. 8 to 10 on Wednesday is second period. 10 to noon on Monday is third period. 10 to noon on
You should just
Tuesday
put this-
is
I'm so sorry. You're
fourth
wasting
period. 10 to
Oh,
noon. 10 to noon on Wednesday is 6th period, and then
Put this in my fucking chat.
12:30 to 2:30 is 6th period.
I'm already lost. Put it in the chat.
All right, so basically going
No,
from left
put
to
it in
right,
the chat. No,
Going-
put it in the chat.
No,
I was
going
lazy.
from left to right on like the calendar, it goes
No.
0, 1,
Tell
2,
me- Tell
3,
me
4,
the day.
5,
Tell me the
6.
month. All right, no.
All right, in this
Okay.
order. All right, in this order. All right, Monday it goes 0, 3.
Oh
6.
God!
All right, 0, 3, 6 is the order for Monday. All right. On Tuesday, it's 1 and 4.
Right?
All right.
Maybe Hitler should have won the war.
On Wednesday,
The
it's
stupid fucking school
3
system.
and then 5. All right, those are the period orders on each day.
All right. Thank you.
There we go.
defeated the wrong enemy.
Oh yeah, should I explain what my murder bag is?
Also, does anybody here know what happens if you happen to TA? Do you have to show up to that final, or do you get to
No.
fuck off and go to a
No,
study hall?
you don't.
Probably
you just go to
the
study hall.
fucking office and just say, "Hey, I'm here. Done." That's what I
You
do.
just go to a study hall. So should I explain my murder bag, or should I just
I
leave
like
it
how you
ambiguous?
fucking went over that on a
Is,
podcast.
is this actually a game bag? Are you gonna take your Wii U and hope you can plug it in once people are done with finals?
Plug
I
it
mean, that's
in.
what I'm gonna do. Well,
Nick! Why?
What? Why not?
just play it on your
there's
3DS.
I
just-
hope
You can
a
just play it on
seagull
your 3DS.
But I'm
comes
not
and
gonna
picks up
have a
your murder
GameCube
bag.
controller to play it with.
Oh my god, Nick.
By the way, my murder bag is basically just I put my Wii U in there, and the Wii U has like the gamepad, which lets you play the games on the gamepad without having to have another monitor. So I just play my Wii U on that while like whatever's going on in the room. Like if it's a study hall, then I'm just gonna play, and if anyone else wants to play, I'll be like, "Hey, you want to play?" And they'll be like, "Sure, let's play."
So,
Let's play. And if
Fuck
it's
you.
a final room, then whatever. Like I'm just probably just gonna play anyway.
Oh wait, Nick, you don't have a 0 period, do you?
No. Why?
Oh good, that's friggin' figure out a study hall. We can play Smash.
Yeah, totally.
You want to
Nice.
smash?
I
You want to
yeah
smash, bro?
yeah we do. Yeah,
Smash it.
we've already made that joke like 6 times now. I think.
I made the joke to Paul.
yeah. Whenever Smash comes up, it's just like, hey, you want to Smash? Like that's the joke, you know. It's a little jokey joke. You know, a little pokey poke in the jokey joke.
All right.
Dom-
I think
May as well
we-
chokey choke.
Dominic's immediately fucking off. Time Lord, I'm sure, has better people to hang out with. What about you, Ian?
What though? I don't. I have no friends.
Are you sure about this?
What are you doing
Make
during
your
all finals,
decision wisely.
Ian?
Ian.
Let's see. Probably just gonna be playing my games. Just whenever. I don't know.
Hey, play Smash with us in one of the study halls. That's
Want to
fun.
smash?
Well,
That's probably what's gonna happen.
no, but like, all right. So Monday is 0 and 3. I don't have a 0, but I have a 3.
Okay. I'm not gonna show
Nick
up on
doesn't
Monday
have
till
either.
10. So,
Damn. Well, that sucks.
I mean, we can still play during like
Wait.
the 8 to 10 period. Wait, no, you have a third period. Never mind.
Heck.
Wait, 8 to 10 is third period.
No. I mean like 10 to noon. Fucking.
10 to noon. I mean, it's Mr. D's.
Why are we talking about this?
Why not? It's a podcast.
This is actually a legitimate thing that needs to happen.
Because no one gives a fuck of what our fucking.
Yeah, just because you
do.
don't, just because you
Hey,
don't
just
give a
because you
No.
doesn't mean like.
I'm taking
doesn't
this
mean
from
like
the
our.
perspective of a listener.
Hey, it
They can
doesn't
skip
mean that
ahead.
all of our
What?
fans don't care.
They can skip ahead.
All one of them.
Right? They can skip ahead. Besides, most people, for
Or
the most
skip to the
part,
X
at least-
button.
All
people-
one of
most-
our fans is interested in this conversation. All right.
Arc.
Basically.
Let's see. Nick, fairly sure you don't have a first period, Nick, right?
Yeah. No,
So
I
can
have.
shut up.
I have 4th, 5th, and 6th period.
A 4th, 5th, and 6th.
Hmm.
I don't have a fourth. No, I don't have a fourth period.
I'll be there 8 to noon
tried.
on.
They're still doing it. I tried.
I'll be there 8 to noon on Tuesday and Wednesday, and then 10 to 2:30 on Monday. The 12:30 to 2:30 spot is gonna be. We'll figure it out. during the week.
Yeah.
Because right now it's kind of convoluted in our heads. Plus, we don't know which classrooms are going to be study halls yet, so
Eh.
We'll figure
Hey,
it out
take it
later.
as it comes. Go with the flow.
Yeah,
Take it as
go
it
with the
comes.
flow. Immediately fuck off to home so you can play Dark Souls.
Hey,
Congratulations. Nick.
hey. I beat
Just-
that game for the second time yesterday.
Just take it as it comes. Take it as it
Still
comes.
Great game. Game of the year.
For you.
Can't
Oh,
wait for
no.
fucking DLC coming soon. Can't wait for
I
that
s-
shit.
I still
You might
can't.
as well be calling masochism the game.
Oh, it's so much harder. I think it's the hardest game in the series. It has to be.
You can literally just sum it up with masochism the game. Parts 1, 2, 3.
This is like mega masochism because like holy shit.
Plus masochism in
Fuck you,
London.
Pontiff.
Called
Pontiff,
London
you're a fucking
masochism
asshole.
in London.
I still can't buy Fire Emblem Fate Special Edition. They said they were gonna restock it, but they still haven't restocked it yet.
Restocks have been pre-ordered.
There's no way to like just pre-purchase it without having to pay a separate fee.
Scalp it.
Can't-
eBay.
You can't put,
No,
you
those
can't
cost like
put
$250. You kidding me?
You can't
What the
just
fuck is wrong with Nintendo products?
I don't know. They always like limit the amount that they sell. Like even with the Wii, it was like in such short supply that you had to like find.
we don't
Yeah,
need to go into detail in this. There's literally a game theory video that could probably
Yeah.
cover this infinitely better than us.
Yeah.
Probably. Basically, Nintendo
there
is
is one.
Nintendo's very shitty at like actually supplying the consumers with a supply that they want to buy their shit, but they never supply enough.
Yeah.
And it's so
I think
yeah,
you're part of the
frustrating.
problem, aren't you? You're like going fanatic over it, and that's the problem.
Yes, and it's so
Amiibo.
frustrating when they don't meet the demand. Because
Hey,
then I
don't
can't
give a
buy
fuck.
the shit.
All problem solved.
But that's hard to
Amiibo.
do when you like the game so much.
Literally,
Yeah, but you
Amiibo.
still get to pet them.
Like they sold out in like 30 minutes originally, and then they haven't
That's
gone
why-
back on sale since. And
That's
it's
why.
Ugh!
Hey, maybe you should have pre-ordered.
So that's
Fuck you.
why.
Because
That's why. That's
Well, for
why
one-
Nintendo games are better played 20 years after their release.
if people still getting it for the first time.
That and usually 20 years after release, it's free online.
Probably.
Exactly.
So many emulators.
It still pisses me the fuck off that they don't.
Yeah,
They actually do.
Emulators
They
are
do.
Why?
Nintendo does do a very good job with their vigilance towards like online emulators. Do you see a lot of takedown notices on emulation sites concerning Nintendo products?
Yeah.
Not particularly.
Yeah.
I do.
Literally
They
anything.
don't browse emulators as much as I do, but yeah, they get takedown pretty regularly.
I guess not.
Literally anything you do with Nintendo, even if it's like a second, they will come down on you.
Dude, TOG, if you want some big
Hard.
corporation goes to your fucking Coca-Cola, slap a Nintendo label on them and then you're going to get sued really quickly.
That's why I don't do anything Nintendo related on my channel. They're all just a bunch of assholes.
Good
Like-
choice.
How
Fuck
much
them.
bullshit did come through for Nintendo though? Like I know Achievement Hunters put up a couple of like put a couple of like Mario
Yeah,
Party
like-
videos up.
I think their Mario Kart they had to take down and put back up because like it got copyrighted, and they wanted to make money off it. So.
I actually made a whole presentation on the copyright and monetization issues with YouTube because even things owned by Nintendo get copyrighted by Nintendo.
Oh yeah,
Weird.
about the copyright system. They finally implemented like a fix somewhat to it. So something that people have been recommending to YouTube since like the whole copyright bonanza that
Yes.
was like channels under MCNs are no longer not under scrutiny from the copyright system, the automatic takedown system, or that system. Like, I think it happened late 2014 is when it happened. Like, there was this whole exodus of, like, oh man, MCNs are useless now because they don't allow you to do the things. Or, like, basically, they were able to become under scrutiny. And that was, like, the whole big thing. And so when that happened, a lot of the issues were like, hey, this random company now has control over my monetization. Why
Yeah,
not
I've stated that actually in my presentation that I just linked you guys to.
Alright. And now I'm going to dispute it, but while it's being disputed, they're still getting all the money. So even if they don't own it, there's no repercussion for them. Now,
Yeah,
any of the money made during like the whole dispute time period is put into a holding bank where it will be distributed to the
Finally.
winning party of the claim at the end. I know that's how I thought when it was like finally
Finally.
implemented, 'cause people have been suggesting this since like day one, and it took them like almost 2 years to implement it, which sucks, but at least they finally implemented it. So that's nice.
And once again, this is something I stated in my presentation because I knew it was one of the major issues because it happened to me once. A company that didn't exist tried to copyright one of my videos, tried to get all the money from it. It was
Yeah,
an
if they're gonna
Undertale.
get nothing there.
It was an Undertale video, and it was perfectly fine.
I mean, really, how much
They had-
money are you making off the YouTubes?
I have
Zero,
something to say
zero
about
because
that.
zero money because I haven't figured out how to do monetization yet. Still,
All right, so let's talk about this. I got an oddly large amount of money for the amount of time I put monetization up. So my videos obviously aren't all that popular, and I didn't monetize them. Wow, I had like I have like 2 videos or 2 or 3 videos that are really popular, like a few thousand views, which that's what I consider popular
The
anyway.
Dodo highlights, right?
Yeah, but before those happened, I enabled monetization just to try it out. And within I think I had it up for like a week total, and I got a few hundred views, maybe less than that. Definitely not, maybe like lower than 100. But within that week, I made a total of 11 cents, which baffled me because I thought
What?
I didn't even make 200 views. How did I make 11 cents? I have it still in my AdSense account. I can still see I have 11 cents just sitting right there.
I mean,
Ever since then, I've turned off monetization because it's fucking useless at this point. It just looks horrible to use. Also,
yeah, it's too.
I
early.
didn't even do the big ads. I did the small ads that just pop up and you can X them out.
if
it wasn't
somebody
the big ones.
clicks on the ad, then you get more money from it. So I would think that that's what happened, and with a lot of them, it happened.
I don't know because it wasn't even 100 views.
But even still,
Probably.
like that would be the only way that it could happen. Like people actually clicked on it, which is rare. But it could happen. It could happen.
I guess.
Like
It's
that's
still really weird.
really the only explanation I could think of. That or like what month was it in? Like
I don't
December?
fucking know.
Because if it was in something like December where like CPMs are like all the way up, like a lot of people are advertising in December, so like they'll pay more to advertise, so you'll get more of that money.
Huh. I went up 3 subscribers without even knowing it.
So if it was like in December,
check
then
my
I could definitely see that happening.
Nick somehow has more subscribers than me. I don't know how that happened.
I mean, I upload more than you.
He's
At this point.
they're the longest.
No, I upload more than you. Actually, who has more
Okay.
videos on their channel? Me or you?
Probably Nick.
Sheer
Okay.
upload number does not turn into actual
Nick.
subscribers.
Yeah.
It is
Nick,
It also depends on
content
quality
and
video.
quality over time.
Nick, how many
At least I make thumbnails.
How many videos
You
do you
don't.
That's not quality.
How many videos do I have like uploaded?
yeah. I want to see how many
mean,
you have
thumbnail.
and how many I have.
All right. Should be a way to check this, right?
Thumbnail is a semi-important part of people getting
I think that would be in Video Manager,
I-
maybe. I'm trying to
Maybe.
figure this out. too.
I'll check.
I have 59 videos total right now.
I have. Okay, so if you look up like your name on the
Oh, actually-
YouTubes,
Actually,
see-
I completely miscounted. I have 71 videos.
I have 109,
147. Woo!
124 actually.
think mine's literally like 5.
Are you counting like the private ones as well?
I keep nothing private.
I don't
66
keep anything
videos.
private either.
Hang on.
I have like a private video.
Chris has 9 subscribers.
Don't know how, but sure, 9.
I got 3
Uh,
more without noticing. Like, what
Paul
the fuck
has-
are people doing?
Iggy, you
Paul
have
has
66
73,
videos.
but he hasn't done anything in forever.
I don't have so many videos. What the hell?
I know.
There's not a lot of them, but good portion of them that are here.
Like,
Anyway-
yeah.
Oh wait, no, I have 118 videos. Ian has 80. Paul has 3. You still have more. TLG has 126.
47.
26, it says.
So I looked the other day at my analytics just because I was bored,
Iggy, you have
and
66.
I saw an interesting thing that I never thought would actually happen.
Mm-hmm.
I've got fucking videos that are like shared to Facebook and shit. Like someone looked at my videos, said, "I'm gonna take that and share it to Facebook because that's quality."
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
That's
I'm fairly certain mine have slightly more quality than yours to an extent.
that's subjective, isn't it?
It is very
It is-
subjective.
It is entirely subjective, but I mean, on general, there's probably things that are more quality than others. Like, let's
I'm the only
say,
one who makes their own thumbnails.
All right,
Except
Ian.
for
Ian, this
you-
is not.
That's technically wrong, Ian. I have made my own thumbnails before.
I have as
I
well.
have made my own
yours
thumbnails before.
is
Look at
yours.
fucking Pokemon videos, bitch.
Freedom Friday, episode 15. I made a thumbnail for that.
Hey,
does it,
your
right?
claim is completely wrong.
Woo!
Who does the thumbnails regularly? Me.
Okay.
All right, Ian.
Cool.
Let's not get into a dick measuring contest here, because obviously
No,
we
My
all
dick has the
know.
most
Stab
views.
you.
My dick has the most views.
Actually, Time Lords does.
Shit.
Lol. I didn't want to burn your thunder. I'm sorry.
But I have the most and longest content out there.
Dick gets it.
Like in
Oh,
general, I mean, an intro and a conclusion, an intro and like a concluding thing is probably pretty great. Don't want to just drop your viewers right into the middle of something.
Well, if we're gonna talk about thumbnails, thumbnail for a series I'm planning on doing soon.
I mean, sure.
I mean, thumbnails aren't really, like, in the grand scheme of things, thumbnails may be somewhat important, but I feel like they're, like, in terms of things that are important, they are the least important.
They're one of the lower important things to worry about. I mean, they're
Yeah.
nice. They're nice, and if you have the time to make them, go ahead and do it. But they're not something you should absolutely
Like-
focus on.
A fucking thing I made 10 months ago. No fucking thumbnail. It was a trash fucking video about Project Gorgon. 409 views. No thumbnail on that shit, but, you know. Oh, fuck, this video is horrible.
Uh-huh.
Gosh damn. I can't, like, I had an era where I didn't have a microphone. I just used my computer's microphone. It was literally the most trash thing in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh.
Having a nice microphone is really nice, because then you don't sound like shit.
There's a lot of things you need to do, like, for quality. You need a good microphone. You need to record in a decent frame rate and fucking quality. And those are probably the most important things.
I think for the first podcast, you didn't actually have a microphone.
Probably not. No, I didn't.
Yeah, for the first one, you didn't. Other ones you did, though. So that's nice. Anyway, I think hours-wise,
Also-
I have the most out there, because, like, D&D and podcasts are each, like, 3 hours each, so it's kind of long and hard. Okay, I didn't have to add the hard part.
Quality for me took time because I had to learn these things through trial and error. Like, the Elgato was a huge investment I had to put forward, but it was
Oh, what kind of
worth it.
Elgato do you have? 60 frame, 30 frame?
Now I have the 60 frame. The 30 frame broke, which is why I had to get the 60 one.
Oh, that sucks.
Speaking of which, you're probably set up to get ready for tomorrow.
I've been looking into getting a capture card, but I haven't decided whether I want a 60 frame or 30 frame, because The 60 frame Elgato is 60 frames, but the 30 frame one lets you record
No.
the 30 frame one lets you record with AV cables instead of just HDMI, which is what the 60 frame can only do. HDMI.
Well, what kind of consoles do you have? Do you have next gen or old gen?
Like old gen, like GameCube and 64. Like I want to use those, but
So I highly suggest the 30 frames per second then.
But the thing is, I could just use an emulator for those if I really wanted to.
And do you really want to?
I mean, kinda. I don't know. It just depends.
It'll
Is it
probably
what you
turn
really,
out.
really want?
It'll probably turn out better if he
Use an
doesn't
emulator? Yeah.
Yeah, mostly because you're using your actual game.
Oh yeah. I'd be using the Xbox controller because that works pretty well.
using an
Clickety-clack.
actual computer, because literally game consoles are just platforms with which you can play the games that they.
I mean, by the definition of a computer, a game console is a computer. Your phone is a computer.
Well, it
It's just that-
computes, yes.
Yeah.
but
It's
But
just
it
that-
has less function. I think it's better to say that PCs, as we know them now, are higher grade,
yeah, on the
Yeah.
whole,
or on the alternative that they are lower grade PCs by a huge leap.
Yeah. In terms of processing power, most PCs or Macs are gonna be able to process more than a game console.
And the ability to switch out hardware, etc.
Yeah, software as well, all that.
Software is a little bit easier to do.
Yeah, I suppose. So, what's your female to male demographic on the YouTubes?
Oh,
Oh boy.
I just saw it. I laughed a little too.
Mm-hmm.
Let me look it up the exact number.
Ooh.
And it was exactly as I expected. Want to take a guess?
I'm assuming 95% male.
90% male, 9.8% female.
Ooh.
There's
Nice.
apparently a 0.2% that is
In
not
the
a gender.
middle. I mean, trans. Yeah, I can see that.
Is that a setting on YouTube? Other?
Probably. You time one?
either that, or they didn't want
Pulling
to.
it up.
Either that, or they didn't indicate it. They were just creating their YouTube account, and they were like, gender. I don't need to put that.
So, for some reason, I'm popular in Sweden. 16% of my views have come from Sweden. I don't know why.
What do they like? They want to watch something.
I'm popular in the Philippines, apparently.
Ooh. Oh yeah,
Listen, there's
male to
not much-
female for
they
me
don't have
is
much to look at
93%
there.
male.
I've been there. There's not anything is literally better than looking at real life.
If they have access to YouTube, they have access to better shit.
93% male for me, by the way.
Wow.
Ooh.
Okay, I'm apparently very popular in the United Kingdom. By a lot.
You work
the-
with...
The
You-
Dalek mod
you
guys
are-
are in the UK, right?
You realize
Right.
you are Doctor Who, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Right,
Your
but
literal
50
tag is TimeLordGamer.
58% of my audience comes from the United Kingdom.
Dang.
8.5 from the United States.
Wow.
And that's number 2. The next is Canada, Australia, and Mexico.
Australia.
I apparently have a demographic in Vietnam as well.
Oh.
1 view in North Korea.
What's it like in Vietnam nowadays?
Not as bad as you would think.
I don't know what to think. I don't know anything about Vietnam.
Oh. Well, then it's as bad as you think. You know
Okay.
nothing.
So who wants to know about my geographies and gender stats?
Go for it.
You could have just said it.
Found one.
Yeah.
United States, 45%. Thailand, 18%.
I mean, you could have just done the top 2.
9.5%. Russia, 3.7%.
There's
Bulgaria,
literally a bunch of fucking
3.2%.
little fucking
Why
shits.
is-
Don't
why
fucking
is
go through the
Bulgaria?
whole thing. Don't be a Nick.
Gender, 85%. Female, 15%.
Gender 85%?
Uh-huh.
Male,
85% of your viewers have a gender? Mm-hmm.
I
sounds-
said male.
You said gender.
I
You said
male.
gender?
I said
I
gender
have this
male.
recorded,
Recorded.
motherfucker.
I said gender male. It's okay. At this point, when you get to this point in the video, you're just gonna have to put text that says gender male.
I'm
You're
not
gonna
really,
do
no.
that.
I'm not gonna do that.
What, Iggy did it for the cockshot video.
Yeah, but that was a highlight.
This is a highlight because we're arguing it.
No, it's not.
No, this is gonna be part of the podcast. The entire thing.
This is just how every podcast goes.
So,
Whatever.
my view, it's friggin' 75% in the United States, 25% in Chile. Great.
Hey,
Really?
Hey.
people are watching you from
Gender.
Chili's?
Gender. Indeterminate. I don't have anything for gender. I don't have a circle for gender. It says
Really?
friggin' blue
I mean-
male and yellow friggin' orange female and not available.
I mean, I can
Graphic
see
sources,
why.
Traffic
Well, I
sources
did-
though friggin' baffles me.
Go
Some
on.
people have watched me on game consoles.
I did.
External and YouTube search. 25%
Wow, this got a
external.
lot.
25% YouTube search, 75% external. What?
This got a lot more fucking refined. I don't remember things like devices and fucking traffic sources.
Does devices
No, I
as
did
well?
look at
Damn.
gender earlier this month because my friend came up with the idea of, well, why don't you just date one of your fans? And I said, well, that's a bad idea due to
That's a really
what
bad
happened-
idea.
What happened with other YouTubers? But you know what? I'm gonna be curious and look at what percentage is female. And it turns out 87% of my viewers are male, while 13% are female. At least I don't have other.
Yeah,
I mean, dating.
you can
a
avoid
viewer,
like crocodiles looking to get at you.
I mean, dating a viewer.
Crocodiles is gender,
isn't-
by the way.
Dating a viewer isn't the worst thing in the world, but it's.
Oh, it's a bad idea.
Yeah, it can be very bad, but a lot of like YouTubers are like, "Hey, I met my girlfriend. She's a fan. Why not?"
You have a better chance of like finding a date over World of Warcraft,
Probably.
which has happened. Marriages have come out of that.
Yeah, I mean, why not? You know.
Anyway, fucking. Perhaps we should move forward.
Should we move on to anime homework, considering we hit the 2-hour mark?
Probably.
Yeah, sure. Sounds good.
You sound
Yeah.
confident, Chris. Did you actually watch some of this?
No, no, I did not.
Yeah.
I avoided it. I just fucking avoided it based on just fucking its name, alright?
All right.
I didn't even give it a fucking chance. Fuck you, I don't want to watch daily lives of high school boys. Fuck off.
But they're just like us. If you like watching
No,
us.
they're not!
But they are just like us, Chris.
No, fairly
No,
sure, like
yeah.
all the
In
people
Yeah,
fact,
that
yeah,
they're
are
exactly like us, Chris.
No, they're not. They're
We got-
fairly sure
We
they're-
got the fun. We got the fun-loving one. We got the boring
Who's
one.
also
Ian.
gay?
The
Who's
fuck
also
are you
gay?
talking about? What?
We got the prick, Chris.
Who's also... Hey, no, what?
He's also what?
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 We got
What?
the fun-loving one.
What? What?
We
What?
got the boring one, Ian.
Oh.
I
Shots
mean,
fired.
Tanakuni's basically Ian. You can't deny that.
Hmm.
Here he is using honorifics again. You gonna rip on him for that again, Dominic?
No, that
No.
wasn't honorifics. He just said Tanakuni.
If I said Tanakuni-kun, that would be an honor.
Dude's name is literally Tanakuni, I think. I don't know. I don't know the name.
It
I
is
just know
literally
it's just-
Tanakuni.
Anyway, the fucking homework was Daily Lives of High School Boys. That's the English name.
The Japanese name is. I didn't actually leave it
Come
open.
on.
Hang on.
Don't, no, no.
The Japanese name is Danchi
Up,
Kokosei
ah!
no Nichijo. Alright, so Dominic, explain
Yeah.
I
what
muted
exactly
you
the
time,
show
by the way.
is.
What? I didn't hear you because he muted you and he's talking over you.
Explain exactly what the show is.
It's a comedy about
Ouch.
the daily lives of high school boys.
Title's kind of self-explanatory, yes. So, since we both watched it and we're the only ones who watched it,
Maybe we should scrap this idea. Like,
Anime
literally only 2 of us watch it
I mean,
a week. Unless it is Ian's or Chris's idea, only 2 of us will ever watch it.
I mean, with this
No,
next one,
I didn't watch it based on the fact of its fucking stupid name. Like, I don't want to watch it.
If that's the fucking case, like I'm saying, maybe we should just scrap this whole thing.
I mean, since it's gonna be
No.
summer, there's more of a chance that they'll watch it. Maybe.
Well, I guess we'll try it through summer or through half a summer and see how that goes.
Yeah.
But
Because if you could bring up something with an actual premise other than the daily lives of high school boys, like
you're fucking knocking it for its name. I would have rather.
I'm living that. No, but I'm
I
living
would
that.
have really
I don't
rather you
fucking
just said you
I need
didn't
a
watch
fucking-
it because you were busy or something.
Yeah.
Fucking
to
just
watch
knocking
it.
it for its
I-
name is a lot less credible.
Seriously.
I'm-
Like,
I'm
you usually watch at
living
least
it.
the first episode.
That's literally the rule we put in place.
Yeah, just watch the first I mean, Ian's kind of like an outsider to that. But Chris
Ian's a
usually
guest.
watches... Yeah, Ian's a guest, so he doesn't count.
I am not a guest. I'm here most of the time. I just don't talk much.
That
Ian's a
means
guest.
you're a guest.
Now you're
Shut
guessing.
up. If I'm physically here, I am not a guest. I am physically
TLG's
here.
too American, so
None
we
of
accept
us-
God bless the
If
United
I'm-
States.
None of
on,
us are
I'm
physically
busy.
here.
Literally, the
None of
only
us are-
constants have been me and Nick. So it's like at
God
that
bless.
point,
Well,
it's
and
like
Chris.
a weird rift in the
Yeah,
podcast.
hold on.
It's like maybe if it's going to be only the 2 of us, we really should just scrap it.
We could make our
Hold
own
on,
30-minute segment where it's like, hey, anime.
Hold on.
Yeah, we could.
Legitimately though, hold on. This is the one thing I hate about this. You do something right, you follow the rules, nobody bats an eyelash. You screw up one time and people lose their fucking shit, alright?
Well,
I-
that's how rules work.
I watched alright, so since the beginning, I watched the entirety of Log Horizon, and then I had the nice little run where I was the one recommending the animes, and they were ones I've watched, so I didn't bother rewatching them. And then Dominic started recommending stuff, and I watched one episode because I was
That's
busy.
fine,
But
though.
no,
That's
one time. No, but no. Here, the one time. This is the one time I don't. This is the one time I don't watch the first episode, and suddenly, let's scrap the entire thing, guys.
No,
this thing
it's
is
not like that, though.
not working.
It's
It's
not
obviously
because of-
not working, guys. It's only Nick. It's only like. Let's go from the viewpoint of Dominic. It's only me and Nick. I guess we'll scrap it, guys. Like,
well,
fuck it
when
off,
I
man.
originally coined
Fuck
the
you.
idea, I figured,
No, fuck
maybe
you.
that, we'd
No,
all be
fuck
doing something.
it.
I didn't
Fuck
expect Ian. Whoa.
Damn.
Hey,
Chris got
hey, we had
fucking
our first
angry.
podcast.
Did he
We had our
really
first podcast
just-
read.
Wow.
You never know what you're gonna get in the fucking podcast of the slums. Anyway,
These chromosomes.
my original.
just-
Let me preference this. I know he's gonna watch this later, so it doesn't matter.
Preface.
Preference this. My
Preface.
original thought when we coined this idea was that we'd all participate. I didn't expect Ian to fucking become just didn't watch anything, but whatever. We accommodated for that. And then he's like, okay, we'll put the rule of this thing for once. The reason I said maybe we should scrap it is because generally participation is a lot lower than I expected. Like every time we're like, okay, you have to watch one episode, but that doesn't really do anything. It's like you can participate for like 5 seconds. It's not really participation. So maybe, it should just be a segment that me and you do.
I mean,
There is a
it's-
legitimate reason behind everything.
it really is only this 1 week that Chris didn't watch it, though. So
It's not because of that, though.
It is entirely. That was what?
It's because
Like-
general participation. I gave you the rule of fucking maybe we should, have one episode at the very least. But after that happened, I realized, participations for anyone who only watched one episode is still down to just like 5 seconds. It's not because I'm not targeting you, I'm not attacking you. It's just because general participation is just too low, and it still just ends up, besides those 5 seconds, just me and Nick.
So what you're saying is, it's not that Chris...
If we don't want to do it, then let's just not do it.
I mean, we want to do it. It's just that, like, Chris,
I mean,
for the
legitimately,
most
yes,
part,
I'm
and Ian
watch
haven't had the time to watch it.
Except,
I mean, I don't know if
I
Ian's
know,
actually
like
going
I
to watch
said,
it.
let's try the fucking summer. Who knows?
Yeah.
But then
Like,
we're going to roll back again into fucking school and all that, so...
I mean, me and Chris will. YouTube will be doing whatever.
Which
I
will
don't
just come to the same thing again, where participation is really low. Maybe we should just be a summer thing.
Participation may or may not be really low. I mean, we're becoming seniors, and seniors don't really do a whole.
Yeah,
It depends. It depends on your classes. College classes, you'll do a lot.
workload usually goes down senior year, at least a little bit. Like junior year for me was probably the busiest year I've had. Senior's probably
The whole idea,
down.
the whole idea was to do something fun that everyone could participate in, and you know, when only 2 people can participate longer than 30 seconds, what's the point? I want everyone to be able to do something.
I suppose.
Don't drag it on.
That got really weird.
Right, let's just
So
So, do you want to talk about it? Or do you just want to move on to the fact where we recommend shitty animes?
I mean, Nick, do you want to? I don't know.
Up to you. We can either like say our thoughts about it like after everyone's left, and then I'll just add it in at the end as like, oh hey, this is our anime homework.
I guess so. We'll just do
or
it then.
just say, all right, yeah.
Since we're already at the 2-hour mark, let's just make haste.
Yeah. Like me.
All right,
so anime homework about what me and Iggy talked about will be at the end of the podcast.
Probably an
Daily
edit.
Guys High School Boys. Yeah, I can edit that in. It's fine.
So I came up with a theme. I figured, a theme would be fun. Since, we watch a lot of fucking anime, we've all seen our fair share of pretty shitty anime.
Horrible
So I figured,
anime, even.
let's pull out the shittiest thing from the deepest pits of hell we can possibly find and have watched, and let's do that. Now, the prerequisites for this is a bit different. You don't have to have watched the whole anime to recommend it. You just have to either know about it or have watched a little bit of it, because it's going to be an experience.
I'm going to recommend that one video we've seen twice, I think, with the weird pooping thing.
That's actually not very valid. You're talking about Tenchi Drop, and it's not very valid because it's an OVA spin-off.
Not an actual anime.
It is weird. Whatever. Sure.
All right, sure. So Ian is Tenchi Drop.
Sure.
That is legitimately the weirdest thing I've ever seen.
Oh, I think we can top that.
I mean, we're not really going for weird. We're going for like
Nick,
the
you
worst.
typed to me again, you bastard.
I did? God
Yep.
damn it. I don't know how to chat to everyone
Click
right now.
on the call.
What the
Click
fuck
on the
do you
call.
think I'm doing?
Click on the call.
Do you hear
Click
this?
the show chat button,
I'm
and
clicking it!
and then you chat like that.
Look, he just did it. Can you see where it came up and you see in the chat? You should see him say chat.
It
Type
only-
there.
It only says, say something to
How
Iggy
do
the
you
alien when I
not-
go to it.
It says
How
that
do
to
you-
me too.
How do you guys not know how to use course? Like, I'm new to this thing.
You
and
call
I
it
don't know how to
course?
use it.
He called it
Course?
Yes.
Is it curse?
It's
This chat room is very coarse.
Of course.
Okay. However, I'm gonna drop from the call for a second. Invite me back in. Maybe that'll work. Fucking god damn. I don't know why it doesn't work.
He kind of needs to be in here to do that. He's recording.
Okay,
No, he
I'm
doesn't.
back.
We legitimately considered not inviting you back, though. Oh, you did it.
Hey, there we go. I just had to rejoin the call. All right, sweet.
Shouldn't be that hard though.
By the way, I'm gonna need you guys to send me all the links that you've been posting because I just lost all of them.
I mean, all we got is why Hitler wasn't wrong and how to identify a Jew.
I know, but just send it directly to me, like a DM or something,
All right.
and then we'll be good. Anyway,
Ian's
Ian's
Tenchi Drop, which is just a really short shit. Almost
It's
literally.
5 minutes long.
Yeah, it's still fucking weird.
It's the worst thing I've ever seen.
I guess it fucking counts. Whatever. You're special. What I was gonna recommend was I looked a lot. I really couldn't find too much, but I found something I had watched the first episode of a while ago, and I never went back to it because it was really fucking bad. It is Moetan.
How do you
What?
spell this?
I'm
Yeah.
gonna have to look it up.
Type it out.
Gonna have to look it up, to be totally honest. I didn't get the name.
I have a feeling there's an accent
It's
over
just literally just, it's Moetan. How you think you would spell it. It's
Like
just all
that?
one word. M-O-E-T-A-N.
Yeah, Moetan.
Really?
Alright.
Now, this has been noted for being really fucking creepy because the female character who is in high school looks like she is a fucking kindergartner.
Uh-huh.
It is fucking creepy. It is all just generally bad, generic, and stale, and not fun to watch. So that's my recommendation. It's one
Okay.
word, but yes.
Yes. Chris, what is your recommendation?
Let's go to Time Lord first. Time Lord?
Me,
I don't think- Have you ever watched a bad cartoon or anything?
a bad cartoon. Let me think.
It's a little bit unfair because you just got fucking
Isn't-
jumped on this.
Isn't Hetalia bad for you? That one that you don't really
Italia?
like?
No, I like Italia.
You talking about Oran High School Host Club?
Oh, yeah, that.
Okay, I propose Oron Host Club.
All right.
Which, you know, like, I'm pretty sure at least 2 of the 5 of us here actually like.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that works.
And next week I could participate in it because I saw the whole thing.
Ooh.
Yay!
TLG or in High School Host Club? All right.
You're assuming the fact that people vote for it, and considering 2 people watch it and like it, I don't think people are voting.
So we're voting for the
Yes.
worst anime here, not the one.
Well, it's basically whoever you think would have the worst one.
Yes. So, Chris, go ahead. What is your recommendation?
Go with... Nah, we'll just go with that. Alright, so what I'm recommending is... Sekiro? I can't even say it.
Sekiro?
Sekiro? Oh, fuck, I know what this is!
Yeah, that.
It's
It
the
is,
dude who fucking gains power from drinking breast milk.
What?
Excuse me?
Wait, did I hear that right?
Not even aware of that plot point,
Oh, it is
What?
but
fucking
you can
horrid.
What?
literally sum this up with Tits the anime. It's a
Yeah.
really,
Oh, this shit.
it's a really, really
Yeah.
bad.
Can
Nick,
we,
you're gonna have a
can we
hard
skip this
time.
now? Can we just
Nope,
skip this
nope.
now?
This is exactly what this was. This show
It
is
is a-
horrid.
It is a really fairly bad harem anime. That
What did the Japs come up with?
we literally summed up with tits, and more tits.
Which
Mhm.
generally is not a bad idea, but when you pair it with a bunch of other horrid shit, you get some pretty horrid shit.
Yeah.
Tits, more tits, and magic powers, guys. That's essentially
Oh.
the synopsis of this story.
Oh no, Japan.
Tits,
Also, we have
lactation, magic powers.
Also, we have a guy here, I guess.
At
We
some
had-
point. Like, he's in none of the promotional art.
Why would he be?
So,
Yeah.
What
so
the
that's
fuck?
that's what I recommend.
When I first saw
You
the
know
title
why
card,
I know this
God.
show? You want to know why I know the show?
it was on Netflix.
My sister used to be really into, like, she'd be in, like, fan dubbing communities. She fan dubbed this show.
Oh, God. Can you send us the fan dub?
I don't know where it is or where it exists, but I know it exists somewhere on YouTube.
All right.
I don't even know if it ever got released, but I know she started doing it.
Well,
God,
anyway, the reason
you have
I
a
know
sister-
of this show is that
if you're
I
listening to
saw-
this, you fucked up.
the reason I know this show is that I saw like that was on Netflix
Iggy,
and
stop
there
with the
was a
butterfly
title card
knife.
for it.
That's not me.
Then who's making
That-
the...
That's
Time
TLG typing.
Yeah.
Wait,
That
what?
doesn't sound like typing. That sounds like you're... freaking butterfly
Occasionally,
knife.
and I mean it occasionally, your microphone will pick up on you typing.
Yeah. Sometimes. Not always, but
It
Okay.
usually goes away after like 5 seconds.
yeah, it's a very rare occurrence. Like, I usually
How about
don't
now?
even notice
Still hear
it.
me?
Nope.
No, you can't hear me.
I mean, we can hear you, but we can't hear your keyboard.
That's you fucking know. If you responded to him, you obviously heard him, but not him. Get it?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
All right. So, Nick, what is your
Um,
recommendation
so-
to move this along? Because literally, we're nearly another half an hour into this.
So, dropped shows. I have only
What?
dropped...
Oh,
But you drop shows.
I know, like, I've only ever
Drop
dropped
yourself.
2 shows, ever. In my entire existence as an anime watcher and consumer, I've only ever dropped 2 shows. One is The World of Naruwe, which I dropped because I just dropped it. I don't even remember why. But the second one is a show called Girls Bravo.
Oh, Jesus!
Oh, that?
Yep.
Oh dear.
Girls Bravo is probably one of the worst anime I've ever seen.
I know this show, too!
Now, albeit, I still made it to episode 7 before I dropped it.
How?
I don't know. Like, the breaking point for me was episode 7, where I just got sick and tired of it. So, Girls Bravo is basically...
All I know about that show is there's like one episode where there's body swapping, and that's about it.
It's a harem show. Of course there is.
I don't think I even made it to that episode, but...
Dude, you thought fucking Infinite Stratos, it's fucking one dude in high school? Fuck this. It's a fucking dude who literally, by a magic bathtub, gets transported to a different world where there are next to no males.
Yep.
Wait, isn't it? Wait, I think I've read about the show. Isn't he like actually allergic to basically females?
Oh, he has fucking genophobia.
Mm-hmm.
What?
He's terrified of women.
Who?
The main character of this show.
Oh dear God.
This show is so horrible. It's literally the only show besides World Naruto that I've ever dropped. Yep. That's how bad it was.
Well, it's the only one you've ever intentionally dropped.
Yes, this is the only one I've just like straight up, I cannot deal with this shit anymore. I am dropping this like a sack of potatoes. Like, it's just horrible. Like, it's... Like,
this turned out better than I thought.
It's the most ecchi thing you can think of, but the ecchi isn't interesting enough. Like, some ecchi shows are like, okay, this is at least titillating. But
yeah, you said tit.
But this Girls Bravo ecchi show is just like,
Isn't this on Netflix?
Yeah, it was at a time, and that's how I originally watched it.
Isn't this like really raunchy though?
Yeah, it is.
I mean, from the sections I watched of the body swap episode, it was really, really weird.
It's
Japan.
Just so horrible. Like, animation is subpar. Voice acting is high voice, pitched voice.
That's why you don't watch dubbed.
It's just
That's why you don't watch dubbed.
It's just so. The only show I have intentionally dropped.
I think we have a strong cast of fucking shows to watch this time.
God
or don't.
damn.
Now, it should be noted, you actually do not need to make it through the first episode in this one because we fully expect you that these things are bad. So, yeah. Make it as far as you can.
I want Nick to finish one of these.
Oh,
Nick,
God.
if we get yours, are you going to watch through any of these? If, like, Sekirei or Moetan or any of these, if you get through it?
Yes, I will watch the entirety of whatever wins. Even if it's fucking Girls Bravo.
Oh,
God damn.
Ooh.
You know what?
Pretty high
The entirety. All of it. If there are any OVAs, I'll watch those as well.
Honestly, I'll probably do the same as well, because it's literally not that hard to get my attention and get me to finish a show.
I'll probably start watching it and then, like, end halfway.
Case in point, freaking Infinite Stratos. I watched the entire thing in there.
So did I, but the thing is with Infinite Stratos and what makes it better than Girls Bravo.
You had strong opinions on why it sucked. I honestly didn't really care. I watched the show and was like, all right, this is a show. I am good.
All right, yeah.
Goodbye.
Girls Bravo is just so shitty.
All right, so everybody,
yeah.
everybody type the name.
I've
of the
been done for a while.
Type the name of the person that you would like to vote for. You can only vote for 2, one of which cannot be yourself.
Yep.
All right, so say done when you're done. Nick's Dom.
Why don't we have a ditty for this?
Oh, I already put it in.
All right,
Sorry.
sure.
I put mine in too.
Don't look in the. Oh wait, no, you have to look in the chat to type in it. Well, there. we literally need Ian. Time Lord, if you actually want to participate in the voting process, you can.
All right, there we go.
Fuck! Did I win again? Why?
Oh my God, Dominic won again.
Why?
Everyone fucking votes for you.
Am I just that charismatic?
Yes, you're
I
loved.
don't know how. Like, His
Well, okay. Here's exactly what happened. TLG and Ian. Well, TLG just votes for me because he's a good guy. Thank you.
Hmm.
And Ian would never, ever vote for Chris or Nick this time because he knew what your shows were.
Oh yeah, Ian is avidly
I
against
literally had
anything
2
raunchy.
votes and stuck.
And then me and Chris are gonna vote for you because, well, Tenchu Drop we've both seen before, and we thought it wasn't bad. It was interesting at least.
Oh,
and
it's bad.
And then Oren, like we both liked. So
Hold on a second. I want to see something.
you were basically locked. Also, Ian, nice middle finger.
Hold on. Damn it. Never mind. That doesn't work.
At least I don't have to watch Girls Bravo. Oh, thank God.
I really wanted you to watch Girls Bravo. Damn.
Oh boy.
Oh, well, we just have to fucking watch whatever the fucking Moeton is. Jesus. I think... How long is this show? I'll just read the summary really quickly.
Please not be a full anime.
It is 13 episodes.
I don't even know what it is. I mean, I have a general
It's a
idea.
magical girl show, by the way.
What?
Magic.
Uh,
Like friendship? Is it magic like friendship?
Like creepy,
No,
but yes.
Not that kind of not that kind of magic.
Alright, well... Oh, well. We're gonna do this again at some point. Another fucking... Wow, that's a nice picture. We're gonna have another fucking shitty anime, probably sometime over summer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Best of some genre of anime. Maybe mech anime.
We're gonna try and do some more themes.
Maybe mech
Yeah.
anime.
We typically do a lot of mech anime, so we're gonna have a mech anime week.
We actually didn't have a mech anime this week.
Surprising.
We didn't fill our
I, mean,
quota.
I think we
thought
should
about-
probably set up teams during these
I thought
things.
of putting
What do you think?
forward a mech anime, but then it was the whole you need to make the worst one, and I was like, can't.
There
really
is... I had another thing I really debated on fucking using. It is... I believe the only reason I didn't use it because it's like a 1 anime episode spin-off. It's something Mars, and it's noted to be the worst anime thing ever. I gotta get the name, but it's...
Wait, does it have to do with these humans who landed on Mars?
Yeah, I don't think so. I think it's like
they
aliens
come back
invading.
with a war, and they killed the princess, and
Mars of Destruction. This thing is noted for being, I think, one of the worst things to ever enter in the anime community ever. So I propose that on just a side, we also watch this. It's a 1 episode thing. I don't even think it's that long. I think it's like 20 minutes.
All right, sure.
Called,
I'm game.
yeah, it's 19 minutes, 35 seconds. It's
All
called
right,
Mars of Destruction, and it's horrid.
2010, a manned probe sent from the Earth to investigate Mars explodes in the Earth atmosphere, and fragments which contain DNA sample of what is thought to be a trace to possible Mars inhabitants falls in Japan. That causes mutations all over Japan. People who are infected by the virus are called Isekijin. Relic persons.
Isekijin.
The AAST is founded, obtaining the cooperation of structure doctor Hiroshi Hyuga. They develop a suit, Mars, as a trump card against the ECQ.
Trump.
The carrier of the suit obtains superpowers, but only a few
Trump?
people who are DNA compatible with the suit are able to wear it. Takeru, the doctor, was the first person able to wear it. While the
Trump?
fragment fell on Earth is being transported to a library in the USA to be analyzed, the transport gets attacked by the Isekijin, and now Takeru has to fight and defend it for a final solution in this incident.
Just a notable comment. Recommended if you like great plot twists and a huge fan of Beethoven. Side effects may include autism, loss of brain cells, homicide, cancer, and a sudden interest in classical music.
Trump.
Sounds decent.
Trump.
Directions on how to use. Watch, cringe, take a short break in between every few minutes. Cry, beg for 20 minutes of your life back, cry more.
Trump.
A lot of people are all like, "This is." A lot of people are just post on election. They're just like, you know what? I'm gonna write that it's great.
Oh, yep. All right, we got our shit that
Alright,
does that.
so
Now we'll go into the fucking like post anime phase. We can talk about anything here before we like end up wrapping it up.
with
So,
fan fiction.
There's fan fiction, but that's
Well, this is
based
like
on-
the area in between before fan fiction is like, hey, bring up anything else.
well,
if you have anything
Pokemon
else.
Sun and Moon trailers happened.
Oh,
The
yeah,
starter Pokemon were released.
Yeah,
the starters.
Oh, no.
Also, were the legendaries.
Entei, older Entei looking motherfucker.
The
And
lion
Jay-
thing.
And Yvettal's Moon cousin.
All right, fucking discussion.
The moon
Starter
bat
Pokemon.
thing.
Which starter are you going with? Based on
Litten.
what we got right now.
I'm going
Litten,
with Litten.
right?
Oh no, not Litten. I want the owl because it's an owl.
All right, Rowlet.
Rowlet.
So
Rowlet.
Rowlet. Dominic's going with Rowlet. Ian's going with
Fuck yeah.
Litten. Nick, what are you going with?
What are their names again? I forget.
Rowlet, Litten, and Poplio. Rowlet's a grass-flying owl. Litten is a lit kitten, and
Oh,
Poplio.
dude, 420. It's the fire type. 420 blaze it.
Poplio is a seal ripoff. Yeah.
Oh, it looks horrible.
Yeah, like
Nick,
Poplio
what
looks
do you-
like a fucking jester, so no.
So Nick, what are you going with? Stop reasoning. This is supposed to be quick.
I'll go with Litten because I like fire types.
My God.
What?
Everybody goes with Litten or Rowlet.
What are you doing,
All right,
Chris?
so I'm gonna get 2 games. I get to choose 2 starters, obviously.
Well-
I'm gonna go with both Litten and Poplio because fuck Rowlet.
Why the hell you go with Poplio?
Oh,
I don't know. It's I don't know.
Oh
I don't
yeah, you
give
like
a- I
Arc V,
care for
don't
that.
you?
No, I don't. I haven't even watched it. I think I'm going to watch it, but I don't really like Rowlet. I don't really like owls, and the fact that he's grass flying also makes me not want to choose him. Most
That's-
because
Yeah.
I like dragons. All right, so and dragons get hurt by ice. I don't need my starter to be hurt by ice too. All right, I want my I want to have dragons without worrying about ice dragging down a third of my team.
Yeah, like grass flying is one of the worst typings.
I think
It
yeah.
just-
It's.
It just.
I
so
mean, that means that
susceptible.
electricity moves are not very effective against it. It just comes out to neutral.
How many electric Pokemon are you facing, really?
Next
I don't know,
question.
but that used to be like that was my go-to to get rid of flying shit and electricity.
Next question. For those of you getting one version of the game, literally everyone except me and Time Lord's probably not going to get any of the games.
I'm
What do you
getting
guys
both
get? Which one do you guys
versions.
get?
by
Oh
the
wait,
way.
Dominic also isn't going to get one.
Yeah.
I
Dominic
mean,
also isn't gonna
if
get
I had a
this.
medium to play it, I probably would.
And it's
As for
40
one for
bucks you could-
graduation.
It's $40 that you could spend on more Dark Souls.
I mean,
Very,
if I was
very
gonna get one, I'd get moon version. Praise the moon.
Oh, are you gonna get both, Nick?
Yeah, I'm getting both.
All right. What's your second starter? Is it Rowlet? It's Rowlet. All right.
It's-
moving
Oh no,
on.
wait. Wait, are they actually sun and moon? Is that the actual titles?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh fuck that! It's sun version. Praise the sun.
Uh-huh.
Also, it's going to be based in Hawaii, basically.
The Alola
Sweet.
region.
Poplio
Ian,
just looks so shitty.
Ian, what are you going with again?
Litten and moon version.
Because he likes
I
to
want-
get lit.
I want the moon bat thing.
All right. All right. On to a very, very more specific question, since it literally only pertains to 2 people. Nick, are you just gonna go with the
The fuck-
standard male character games?
I usually pick male and then female, depending on which game.
That doesn't make a difference.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just literally cosmetic. It's literally just cosmetic. Fun fact: that appeared in Pokemon Crystal. Yeah, Crystal.
What did?
The ability to choose a gender of a character,
Because before you just be red.
or you just be a guy. Here,
Yeah.
here's your character. Here's your. That's who you
But
are.
Assassin's Creed Unity couldn't do it.
Hell.
So there's not much else to really discuss. What do you guys think of the friggin' legendaries?
I only saw the Entei-looking motherfucker.
I
There's
want
another
the
one
moon bat
that's
thing.
yeah, a moonbat.
That's the one thing.
Oh, he looks like he fucking crashed.
Oh, well.
Well, we'll invite him back
It's
in.
podcast life for us.
It's a
He wasn't
podcast
particularly
life for
all right.
us.
Yeah, legitimately, those are like people are complaining that the friggin' sun one is basically like Entei's mega evolution. Looks like Entei's mega evolution, basically.
What the
I
hell
mean,
happened?
yeah, no idea.
That and friggin' the moon one looks like friggin' Yvette's moon cousin. So like, can we not have
Back
one?
at TLG.
I mean,
Yeah,
there
I
is a
don't know
limit
what the fuck happened.
to how like colorful. I mean, to how creative you can be, like with Pokemon anyway. Like at this point, there's over 700 Pokemon. Like, of course, some Pokemon are gonna look like others. Like, for instance, we have an owl, a seal, and a cat. For our
I mean,
three
we already
starters.
have owls, we have dugong, we have plenty of cats.
Yeah. Like,
We
there's-
actually have fire cats as well.
yeah, like there's gonna
We
be
already have those.
there's gonna be similarities. Like at this point, it's almost impossible to get away from those similarities.
Unless they ask for like people from DeviantArt or whatever. Because I've seen some Fakemon and some Fakemon are just awesome.
Sure.
I don't know. Can you give me like a picture of these legendaries? I look it up, but I keep finding weird things.
You
I'm
keep
pretty
finding
sure are
fake
not.
stuff.
Hang on.
I honestly basically am partial to either of them because they look interesting, but neither of them specifically has my interest yet. We got the friggin' dog, or we got the flying guy, and I'm just like, I don't really care for either of them. So I'm going to, like Nick, I'm gonna have the main male
You're icky.
character. I'm gonna have the one main male character game, and then I'm gonna have a female character game. But I honestly don't know which one's going to be the game I play.
I mean,
Does it matter?
I mean,
yeah,
meh.
kinda.
like for X and Y.
The fucking chose a girl on Sun version.
No, it
obviously-
doesn't. It doesn't really matter because it's honestly just up to opinion. But I just like for X and Y, I was more interested in Yvettle, which is the legendary for Y. So that's the one I used for my first playthrough.
Yeah.
And then later on in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, I'm more interested in Groudons. So my main one is on Omega Ruby.
Like when you play a Pokemon game, when you play both versions of Pokemon game, there's one version that you most likely are gonna play more. Like that's the one you can have all your competitive Pokemon on. That's the one you're gonna train your Pokemon on. Like that sort of stuff. You're gonna breed on.
That's
What
one.
EV train on?
Yeah.
I honestly think they probably could have designed the Moon Legendary a lot better than what they
I
have.
can't make out what the fuck that is, to be totally honest with you.
It's like a bat thing.
Is it? It looks like a fucking
It's a
warp
bat.
gate from Mass Effect.
It kinda looks like
It
has
actually does have
tonfas on.
It actually does have an attack that does look like a gate.
I don't see a Pokemon. I see a construct.
Oh, you know what? I think I know which one I'm going to go for the main account now. Now that I think about it,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go for I'm gonna go for Moon, and I'm just gonna name my character Knight.
I found a better picture. I found a better picture of the Moon Legendary.
That was not as funny as it should have been.
Trust me, I think that's supposed to be a bat.
Oh.
That is the least threatening legendary I've ever seen.
I also wasn't intending
You're forgetting
for that to
Celebi.
happen.
Celebi is the least threatening legendary.
No, Celebi was a fucking mean motherfucker. He could control trees and shit. That
You
doesn't
can
look
control
like a
time
fucking...
as well.
Time Wizard!
Hey, that's why Ash never fucking gets old.
Nope.
The least threatening
The
legendary.
reason Ash never gets old is because of Ho-Oh. Because it says in the Pokedex, like, if you see a Ho-Oh, you will live your fantasy forever, or something akin to that. And that's why he's 10 forever. And like the anime.
Alright, like,
So what happens if your fantasy is to fucking get money and fuck bitches?
You'll live that, sure.
Wow. Where's the hole? I need a hole really quickly.
Where do you find one of those?
For me, I think I'm leaning towards Sun, because I like the design. I like the flower design of the
Hey, Nick,
legendary's face.
You get Sun version and name your character Wukong.
I'm gonna name
Yeah,
my.
see, that's what I was trying to go for with the fact that I'm going with Moon and name my
I
character.
know.
Yeah.
Moon Knight, guys.
Yep,
Yeah.
I remember that.
Or Goku.
Moon Knight.
Either Son Goku or Son Wukong.
No, I was gonna name mine Sun with 2 S's. Ruby.
Sun?
Yes, Sun.
As I
Wait, no, it's
as I was-
SSN. SSSN. Sun.
as I was
Sun,
saying,
that's
they probably
Sun.
could,
That's how they spell it, though.
as I was saying, they probably could have redesigned the Moon Mega, the Moon Legendary into something a lot better. Because honestly, it doesn't look that great.
Also,
It looks like a fucking bat.
Character creation may or may not be back due to leaked stuff. That the fact that you can choose your skin, you can choose your skin color.
Ooh.
So there's that. You can
There was
choose your skin
character
color,
creation?
Yeah, what is
but
it?
there was character creation. It was X and Y. It was an X and Y. There was character creation, and then they took it out on Omega Ruby and Fire.
Oh,
So
you
I'm
mean
hoping
like.
they bring.
Oh, okay. Like customization, not creation itself.
Yeah, customization. I'm hoping they bring it back because that was great. All right.
Yeah, like having your character have all the little doohickeys and the whatnots on the who's who what's its.
Do you still submit your Pokemon for pageants? Is that still a thing?
That was
No, I
Hoenn.
think they took that out.
That was my favorite activity to do. Yo,
No, I
my
think-
penguin Pokemon, you look so pretty with the fucking bow in your hair. Oh, you didn't win in first place, you're trash.
Mhm.
I think they took that out.
That was the weirdest minigame. I did it so much, though.
Why?
The costume contest? No, the home
Yeah.
contest. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, guys,
there-
Mix some berries, feed it that. Oh, its stats went up. Oh, nah, maybe now it's pretty. No, okay, not.
Hey, guys, I just found a thing. Look at this.
I don't.
It's like a theory about the Sun Moon logos.
I mean,
It's actually really good.
So, another thing is, again, with the Pokemon distribution events that are happening the entirety of the year, thanks to their 20th or 25th anniversary.
I think it's
It's 20th,
25th.
right?
Yeah, I think it's the 25th.
Oh, okay. Well, 25th anniversary. For a limited time, as in I think a day. I think you only have a day left now. You can get a shiny Xerneas for your Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire games or your X or Y games. So go get your shiny Xerneas now.
the fuck is a Xerneas?
Never mind, it's the 20th anniversary.
It's the moose thing, not the deer thing.
But
from-
by the time this
The only
podcast comes
deer
out,
that
that'll
was
be
banned.
long past.
It will be long past. However, if you're still in 2016, there probably still is a Pokemon download event. And if your 3DS is connected to the internet, go ahead and download your Legendary now.
You just download legendaries? Why?
Yeah, why not?
Because they're releasing Pokemon Go, so they're preparing you.
Is that happening? I haven't heard anything about that in a while.
I think they released the beta.
There
for it,
was
didn't
beta.
they?
There is the beta and there's beta footage, and it doesn't look too bad-ish.
Yeah.
It doesn't look too bad. It looks kind of okay.
Oh no, it's 20 years of Pokemon. I just checked it.
I said
Yeah,
that
but-
earlier.
Yeah, but everyone agreed with 25.
Pokemon start in
I
1990s?
corrected it. I think the Japanese version did, yeah.
Like,
I
here
think
we go.
America got it like 3 years later. I think it
Probably.
was.
Like, here is.
We're bordering on 3 hours, so maybe we should.
Like, here's a link for the Pokemon Go gameplay, beta gameplay.
Maybe we should skip the fan fiction for tonight. How you hanging in,
Probably.
TLG? Yeah, that's what I thought.
His mic, it just went like.
I didn't hear that.
Here,
I just heard a groan of a man who is tired as shit. Yo, TG, what time did you say we're doing
Can you-
Man vs. Machine?
Can you not hear
9
that?
a.m.
Yeah.
Can you not hear his microphone going like shh?
We can hear it, yes.
So we have to somewhere to be. I'd like to go to sleep. So.
Alright, we can end it here. if you
Well,
want.
I just want to go back to that point I was making earlier about Fakemon. Like, look at the evolution tree for this Fakemon here. If this was a real Pokemon, I would definitely want to get it.
I
Would it
see
be
a
any-
sack.
I mean, sure.
Would it be
Look-
any?
Look through the evolutions.
I don't know what you're talking about. I just see a sack.
Oh,
In the
this would
description, there's
probably
links.
not be very,
I mean,
be very good.
Pokemon has a thing where it used to be kind of creepy, and they kind of stopped doing that. I have a feeling they would not do this Pokemon purely for asphyxiation charges.
It has a bag on its head.
Yeah, that's what I just said.
So it's a ghost poison Pokemon. That,
Why does it have 3? Why does it have 4 evolutions?
That's,
It has its Mega.
yeah.
Oh, it's a Mega. All right. The
What
only
the fuck is a Mega?
you don't,
Mega
oh
evolution.
my god. You don't know what a Mega
Pokemon-
Evolution.
Pokemon in battle, if they're holding their respective item, can Mega Evolve into a more powerful form in the fights.
The fuck?
Correct. Did you not realize this with X and Y? They did this.
I haven't played
Alright.
since like fucking Pearl.
Okay, yes.
The
they're
only
Mega
problem-
Evolutions.
The only problem with this Pokemon is it's a ghost poison. It has tons of HP and special attack, but it doesn't really have anything else going for it.
It's kind of
defense
a
and-
worse Gengar, to be honest.
Its defense and speed are bad. And its attack and special defense aren't anything to really write home to either.
What's its passive?
It's,
I forget.
its passive is apparently all of its secondary effects have chance to poison. Chance
I
to
mean-
poisoning.
That sounds like a worse Gengar.
Kinda, yeah.
Considering that Gengar has
Like-
Levitate, so it's completely immune to ground.
No, it has Levitate too. In its Mega Evolution it has Levitate, so
Okay, so that's
it's
a
not the
little
Mega
better.
Evolve for that.
Here's another Pokemon that could easily.
We could go over Pokemon all night with just this, I could tell.
Yeah, but this would
Okay.
make. This would be a perfect legendary.
I have to disagree with that face.
You
It's
mean a
got
head?
the body of a legendary, but it looks too close to Snivy.
You mean superior?
Whatever Snivy fucking turns into.
Superior, yes.
The fucking name that piece of shit.
Somebody at the
So-
Pokemon Company.
Nice
This
job with
looks
that one,
like-
superior. It's actually got an
This looks like
inferiority
right-
complex.
Uh-huh.
This looks like a friggin' Poisa's bird cousin. Like, maybe be a little better. It's literally.
I don't see that as a legendary. I see that as like a fucking...
I can
like-
see it as a legendary, but it looks very, very rip-offy of Rayquaza.
Rayquaza, Snivy.
Lugia as well. Like
Maybe even a little bit of Togepi.
Like this could be a legendary, but
It'd be a very mediocre legendary.
yeah.
This would be the legendary I'd skip over.
If it's not a legendary, it looks fine.
I mean, I can
Like-
see like what aspects of it make it a legendary because mainly the wings. Like the
It could
wings
be a
having
leg-
that design make it a legendary, but other than that, it's just kind of like bland.
DeviantArt, no.
It could be a legendary. It could
Wait,
be a legendary.
you know it
or
can't
could be like
harm you if you're
final-
just browsing, right? Oh wait, that's exactly what you thought could harm you. You know it's on safe search, right?
No, it could be like the final evolution of a Pokemon you get later in game.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. I see that as a final evolution of a weird reptile thing. Anywho,
Let's drag this on to the next.
yeah, I need to go to sleep.
All right.
No, you can leave it. You can leave it anytime you
Oh,
want.
wait a minute. Nick, we need to fucking do the thing.
We can do that tomorrow. I'm not gonna be uploading this for a little while.
Oh, that's
You
right.
do
You're a
what
fucking
thing?
piece of shit.
Yeah.
What thing?
I mean,
here's
I don't
another-
upload these the next day even, so we're fine.
Yeah, piece of shit.
Here's another one that. Here's another one that I think could be a legendary because it.
Yep.
It's kind of creepy, but it looks cool.
And now when Ian finally starts talking, we end it.
I mean, he's not really talking. He's like, hey, this is the thing.
But this is actually something I'm interested in, so we can actually talk about it.
Wow, the rest of it then?
There's
Wow,
actually
the rest of
something
our
to talk
weeks
about.
and such wasn't interesting.
Wow.
Come on, there's actually something to talk about here.
Oh,
Wow.
now that's throwing
Oh,
some
wow.
shade right there.
But this is a backstory. Is it was bad and then it was banished and now it wants to come back. It's just kind of a rip-off Giratina, and it
Yeah.
goes dark. So replace dark with dragon. Yeah, no, this Pokemon is incredibly just a rip-off Giratina.
Backstory and all.
Someone help me break this down.
Backstory and stat-wise as well. The only difference it has in stat-wise is its attack is its attack is high, but it's literally just.
I found one.
Giratina.
I found that looks interesting.
Let's continue this conversation. Remember, guys, you can leave whenever you want. Now this, the problem it has with this is it's a cat.
Now
This is a
this.
cat. We
this
already have a cat
is-
Pokemon. We're getting a new legendary in Pokemon Sun. All right. We're getting a new cat legendary in Pokemon Sun. The fact that it's the mascot of Pokemon Sun also hurts me. And we also have Litten as well. Like, can we really talk about how
So, can I ask
We
you a
get a lot of
question?
cats.
the last
Why- Why the fuck is the logo for Sun and Moon not Soul Rock and whatever the fuck the Moon one was?
Lunatone?
because those Pokemon were really bad.
Are they though? I thought they were pretty good.
No, they're
No, they were
They
pretty
had, the,
bad.
they had the fucking Mexican style looking thing.
The Mexican
pretty-
style. Go on.
It was like,
pretty bad.
have you ever seen like a Mexican character like cartoonized Stone or Sun and Moon? They look like
Mhm.
that.
Ludicolo, yeah.
What the fuck? That's just a racist Pokemon.
Jinx, yeah.
Lunatone and Solrock are both fairly bad Pokemon.
Okay, how about what's your opinion on Love Disc?
Oh, Love Disc is not the worst Pokemon. That title belongs to Sunkern.
What
So
about
what?
Magikarp?
No,
What the fuck is Sun?
Sunkern is the first form of a grass Pokemon known as Sunflora. The reason Sunkern is the worst Pokemon is it has the lowest base stats out of every single
Oh,
Pokemon
the
that's ever
seed
been
shit.
released. Yeah, the seed Pokemon. It has the lowest base stats, and there's no benefit to turning it into Sunflora. The benefit, I mean, Magikarp at least has the benefit of turning into Gyarados, which is
Okay,
completely
yeah.
badass. Right?
Yeah.
But there's no point in Love Disc. There's no not Love Disc. There's no point in Sunkern. Sunkern literally just sucks.
Mm,
Yep, I can see
Yeah.
that.
all right,
So,
Oh,
I-
you put another one. What do we got?
Nick,
The
Yeah.
frick is this?
do it.
I will in a sec.
My.
Anyway, I think we're gonna end it here.
Are you sure?
I think we are. I'm not quite sure.
No.
I mean, we could continue for
We can
another hour or
continue,
so. Like, I can vamp for a while. We could make it. Okay.
We got a whole summer.
Hold on.
Oh yeah.
So what did you? So I assume we've all played the original Pokemon games here. So what was your starter?
No,
for
I
original
never
Pokemon?
played.
Charizard.
I never played.
That's not a starter.
Pokemon.
Charmander
They're
is.
literally killing CLG.
I never played Pokemon. I never seen Pokemon. I wanted to as a kid, but my mother wouldn't let me because apparently it caused seizures. Many years later, I find out it was only one episode in goddamn Japan. My childhood
Squirtle,
was
by the
taken
way, for
from
me.
So,
Turtle loving motherfucker.
I don't know what the fuck you guys
Ian,
are talking
what did you
about.
say? Ian, what is your
Legendary
Pokemon?
wings.
Which game are we talking
Basically,
about?
just think of it as
very-
Pitbull fighting.
Like
Red,
very beginning
yellow,
or like second gen?
Red, yellow,
Charizard.
blue. All right.
Red, yellow, blue, Squirtle,
Charizard,
Charmander.
Bulbasaur. He said Charmander.
Charmander.
What about you, Chris?
Oh, great.
Char-
I
Charmander,
went with Squirtle. I went with Squirtle as well.
Yeah. High five.
Squirtle.
Yeah, man.
Squirtle.
Squirtle's great.
Squirtle.
Yeah, high five.
Squirtle is a great Pokemon.
Woo.
Yeah, high five, man.
Choo-choo,
Squirtle was
motherfucker.
a absolutely fantastic Pokemon.
Mhm. Turtle,
next
motherfucker.
generation, second gen. We had Totodile, Chikorita,
And
and
Cyndaquil.
Totodile.
Which one did you go? All right, Ian went with Totodile. Dominic,
In secondary edition, I went with Trico.
Trico?
That's third generation.
What?
I don't
he
know.
even said the names
Oh,
of
is
the
that like
Pokemon.
Oh, that's with the Chikorita and Cyndaquil. I went Cyndaquil.
Oh, you went
Cyndaquil here.
Cyndaquil? Nick?
Cyndaquil.
I
I
also
thought Totodile was in third for some reason. I guess that's Mudkip with that one.
Yeah. Fine.
I also went with Cyndaquil.
Nice. High five.
Have
It's
by the way,
Nick.
I just kind of want to throw this out there. Have you played the 3D Pokemon game?
Yeah, what?
Like Pokepark?
It was a thing a while ago. I don't know how far it's updated at this point. I could actually just open it up. There on Game Jolt, there was a 3D Pokemon being developed. It's still on a grid. And it's still like sprites, 2D sprites, but it's basically Pokemon, whatever the one with Cyndaquil is, and just like this weird perspective, and it works pretty well.
Huh.
If you ever just want to play it for free in a different perspective, it's pretty good.
I have to look that.
Sure.
I have to look that up and maybe play it. All right, third generation, the good old Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, where we got Trico. Get the chicken.
Oh, also with the
And,
fucking,
Torchic.
and you can play with friends.
Trico, Mudkip, and Torchic. What'd you guys go with?
Mud.
Trico.
And
Ian
then
Torchic.
Nick went with Mudkip. Ian went with Torchic. I also went with Trico.
Damn.
It turned into a pretty good fucking third evolution.
All right.
Trico was
So, wait, here's the fucking link to the Game Jolt game. You can play with friends on it if you just have it IPs. So it's pretty cool.
All right. Fourth gen. We got
Turtwig, Piplup, and Chimachar.
Piplup.
Chimchar.
Chimchar.
I went with Turtwig. You guys all suck.
Hey, turning into Emporion was pretty cool. I put fucking bows on him and he won all the fucking beauty contests.
Did he though?
I mean, I
Really?
grinded for so many hours to win,
Did
yeah.
he really? All right. Fifth gen. We got.
I end here. That's where I stopped.
Oh, all right.
Okay. Well, I mean, fairly sure Ian's played it, so we'll keep going. We got yeah, I forget the name. Snivy, Snivy, Tepig,
Snivy.
and Oshawott.
I
I
went
went with
with
Snivy all the way.
Tepig.
I went with Oshawott.
You went with a fucking
actually have-
piece of bacon that can cook itself. Good job.
Yeah, legitimately, you went the bacon that could cook itself.
Hey, hey.
I went with the samurai.
So I have a question. What the fuck is going to happen to Pokemon games in a few years?
Oh, they'll
We're gonna
eventually just
build a
crash.
wall.
They'll
Like, there's
eventually
going
just
to be
crash.
so many Pokemon. Like, how, like, at 100 every game? Fucking, how are they going to fit all of them in?
Actually, between from going from Black to X, I believe
I don't need
it
specific
was
numbers.
only
Just
about
random.
64 Pokemon had it.
They're going to fucking run out of space. Like, how are they going to fit every Pokemon everywhere?
I mean, as we go on, as Pokemon games go on, which is like what's the cycle on those? Like 2, 3 years? 2 years?
About 2
I'm
years.
so sorry,
About
TLG.
2 years at this point, I believe.
It's okay. I can.
Yeah.
We really
so-
should leave.
I can make it for the outro.
All right, really quick. Pokemon X and Y starters, go. We got Fennekin, Chespin, and Froakie.
The fuck are any of those?
The fuck? It sounds
Chris-
like diseases you get in Africa.
Those are
Fennekin.
STDs.
Fennekin for me, by the way. Woo! And we already
All right.
discussed the fucking Sun and Moon starters. Woo! All right.
So, besides the main series games, what other Pokemon games did you guys play?
Rangers, Dungeons.
Yeah.
Rangers, Shadows of Almia, Rangers, the third one. I forget its name.
Why would you play those games?
Nick, you played
Guardians. That was
Conquest.
Yeah, I played Conquest. Yes, I played Pokepark Wii. I've played Super Smash
Pokemon
Bros.
Snap.
I've also played Snap. I've also played Pokemon Coliseum 1 and 2.
Oh, I played Coliseum as well.
I've also
I
played
played fucking Pokemon XD.
Gale of Darkness.
Gale of Darkness.
Same
Shadow
here.
Lugia.
I've also played what was
Dude,
the
I
prequel to-
fucking wasted my chance to get Shadow Lugia, not Shadow Lugia. I fucking used the fucking item that turns any Shadow Pokemon normal on a fucking Mischievous. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yes,
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, that tiny little ghost
I've-
thing.
I've also played Pokemon Coliseum and Pokemon Stadium 1 and 2.
Did
XD
you
Gale of
play
Darkness.
Have you played Pokemon Tournament yet? 'Cause
I
I think
have
that's the only
not.
thing you haven't touched.
What
What do you think of it?
I
It
think
seems
that
okay.
if I played it, I would probably like it because I kind of like Tekken, which is what it's based on. Pokemon.
You know what I like?
I've played
Z's.
Z's.
I like
Like
Z's
Going to
too.
sleep.
Nothing's keeping you guys
That's
here.
nice.
Yeah, I have to be here for the outro.
Do
No,
you
you
don't.
really?
Yeah.
Do you
Yes.
really?
No,
Okay,
really.
I guess.
Same reason TLG's here right now is because we're here for the outro.
Hey! We hit the 3-hour mark. Thank you all for watching. I'm still real bad out. Bye! Whoa, hey there, buddy. How's it going? My name's Super. What's your name?
Well, howdy dowdy there, Mr. Ninja. I reckon I should be called Iggy.
Iggy?
Yeehaw.
That sounds like a darn tootin' good name. Well, boy,
And hello to all the
howdy.
good little girls and boys out in the audience.
Well,
I'll
actually,
tell you
they're
what.
only boys. Because we're talking about the daily lives of high school boys. Yuck, yuck. Yuck, yuck.
I mean, there's also the high school girls are funky segment, though.
I mean, yeah, there's also actually, like, the other school student council in the show. But we're not going to talk
So
about
saddle up and it'll be a bundle of fun.
that. Woohoo! This is at the end of the podcast because people were dicks and didn't watch the show.
That
Yeah,
was the thing.
it was a thing. So, daily
I don't
lives of
know
high
what
school
that was. What the fuck was that?
I don't know.
By the way, this is like 2 or 3 weeks later.
2.5.
Great. We still
So-
remember the show, so fucking
Yeah.
it'll be fine.
Like, I write notes on all the anime homework shows we watch. And
boy.
also other shows that I don't watch for anime homework. Yeah. So, Iggy, tell us, what is the daily lives of high school boys?
Did we talk about that, or should I? Oh, fuck it. I'll just give another fucking. Daily Lives of High School Boys is a show about the daily lives of high school boys
Really? No way.
and girls to some extent.
I mean,
Comedy.
yeah, somewhat,
It's
yes.
a fucking slice of life comedy.
Which you usually do not like at all.
It was more funny than slice of life.
Very much so. I have a feeling that one of your gripes with slice of life shows is that they show even the boring stuff. But in
It's that they are innately boring. Like, I watched Lucky Star, and it wasn't my thing. They just sat around and talked. From what I can hear, you talk about K-On!, they just sit around and fucking.
yeah,
It's
But-
not my thing.
it really just depends on if the conversations are interesting to you. If they're not interesting to you, then you're gonna have a really hard time watching through those shows.
Yeah, don't think I've really seen any other slice of life-ish stuff. Like, some anime I watch throw in the slice of like tag because, like, oh, they go to high school, but it's like half the other time they're like fighting the Demon King or something.
Yeah, you usually don't watch like pure this is their lives. You're gonna watch
Yeah, I mean,
their
if you
daily
named
lives.
off some, I'll probably like, oh yeah, I've seen that one. But other than that, I can't name it off the top. Shoujo's actually like, if you count Fruits Baskets, or on High School Host Club, I watched those. Those are fairly good.
Yeah, those are a little less slice of life, but still slice of life. But yeah,
I mean, I guess so. It's not like pure like fucking like literally just about high school girls.
Yeah, like, there's a twist when it comes to those shows. By the way, Counts
Or,
really good.
Yeah,
Still.
like getting people turning into fucking animals and
Yeah, which adds a bit of comedy
Rich
to it
people.
instead of just, like, people talking. Which, people talking can be really good. For instance, the Monogatari series. And Daily Lives of High School Boys.
On a completely unrelated note, what year were you born in? Like, what year? Year of the what?
I'll look
I'm
that
year of the
up.
rat, motherfucker.
Oh, you're a rat boy.
Fuck the cat.
Alright.
Fuck that cat. I'm a rat.
I'll look it up later. I don't know. So, what did you like about the Daily Lives of High School Boys?
It was funny. It didn't fucking go on about boring stuff. Everything they talked about was pretty funny. That kept it interesting. They had, what was it? A lot of the music was also pretty good. Like, the ending, I like the music. I don't normally, like, watch through an ending credits thing more than once.
But,
I like that a lot.
yeah, like,
The
I found
segmented, fucking shot, like, the segmented sections.
yeah,
Like how
just,
it's like they don't focus on any one thing for too long, which I guess is kind of, you know, known in the slice of life genre. I liked that a lot because
Yeah.
every segment was funny. There was a joke in each one of them,
yeah,
and the
show-
jokes that are in those segments sometimes carry over to other segments.
Yeah, the show is basically just a bunch of short vignettes, and they even say in, like, episode 10, like, oh, hey, Tadakuni, you haven't been around. Tadakuni being apparently the main character. He gets dropped after, like, 4 episodes, and then doesn't
In
come
the first
back.
episode, he does like, oh, I'm so and so, and today I'm going to high school. I'm the main character. I live a normal life, and then a few episodes later, he's never seen it again until like the end.
Yeah, and even when he is, like, there in, like, the episode before last, it's, like, a little like, oh, I'm choking on a thing, and then that's it.
Well, there was that one. I think maybe before that, they literally, because at that point you're kind of realizing, oh, hey, this one character isn't here anymore. You know, one of the trio is suddenly just gone. By the time you realize that, they start this fucking joke about him, and he's walking and seeing his 2 friends of the trio fucking walking and talking. He's like getting jealous because he's not included.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when you realize, oh yeah, he's actually one of the main characters, like main characters.
And they even point this out specifically in episode 10, like, they only put the interesting parts into the anime, and Tadakuni's
Supposed
not
to
interesting,
Yep, that's apparently something.
so they didn't put him in.
I liked how real the show was sometimes.
Like,
Some of the jokes they made and some of the decisions they did really reflected the average life of a high school boy.
yes, for instance, us.
I can't name anything specifically because it has been a while, but I did at several points in the show, like, yep, that's just how it works.
Yeah, like, you go as far as you can for a joke, and
Pretty
you
much.
make sure that
And
joke
like the
is
nerdy
good.
shit, like that one fucking gag about the stick, and then like, oh, suddenly this is Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh, yeah. Like, you just go as far as you can for a joke, and that's the joke.
Even the serious motherfucker did it.
Mm-hmm. So, instead of pointing out all the great moments in the show, for instance, maximize your virgin power, and could you provide some background music? Instead of pointing out, like, all those little, like, moments.
Everybody maximizes for virgin power.
Everyone remembers that. It's the amazing part of the show. Instead of just...
I think I just want to, like, I think the point one that really sounds for me was in the first episode about the razor.
The razor.
That
oh,
one-
the razor.
The
Yeah.
noise in the face that came afterwards was amazing.
The show hooked me in the first 30 seconds with the, like, huge wide-scale opening with, like, robots destroying everything, and then it's just them talking. Like,
Yep.
that was awesome. Before we stop talking about the specifics, I think my favorite scene in the entire show was, in episode 10 where the guy gets chased around, like, the
Literary
entire
girl.
city. Yeah, Literary Girl. She's best.
Some of the best moments.
when he gets chased around the entire city, and the punchline to that joke was just so good because it's something that you just don't expect. Like, it sets it up to be like, okay, this is what the punchline is gonna be. But then it takes that, reverses it, throws it up in the air, maximizes it to the nth degree, and then makes that the punchline instead. Like, the
That's
show
my
is...
subversion power.
Yes. The show is very good at presenting a situation and then turning it on its head very quickly, which makes the joke even funnier.
Another good point about the show kind of has to do with what you just spoke about, was that whole joke, that whole scenario you fucking presented with that joke, was built upon a different joke that happened a few episodes earlier.
Yes, it builds on top of jokes, which is one of the things that I like is awesome to me, because it doesn't just let a joke die. It brings jokes back up that were from episodes before, even in the same episode, which is one of the reasons why I liked Konosuba so much. Another great comedy anime, at least for me. You didn't like it.
Yeah, like, there's several running jokes, like the literary girl has a few segments of those are always running jokes. There's the fucking, like, the dude with the hat, who has a running joke with the high school girls are funky segments.
Oh, yeah. And how he got the scar as well.
Yeah, the dude not appearing in the episodes is a fucking running joke. Just so many running jokes that you'll see in it, and it's fucking...
Yeah, and one of the reasons that the show is so funny is that the characters themselves are made out to be likable and are interesting. Like, there's not a single boring character in the show that I can even, like, imagine. Like, each character has their own, like, little thing that makes them likable or interesting, which makes me want to watch more of them. For instance, in a show like Do Ra Ra Ra, which does this amazingly well, it presents the characters as interesting or likable, and because of that, it's able to keep you engaged into whatever conflict they're facing. For instance, if they're facing, like, I don't know, a giant mecha, or, like, their daily high school, like, missteps, you want to see them go through that because you find them likable or interesting, or you just want to see more of them in more situations, which is the thing that Daily Lives of High School Boys also does very well.
Yeah. I think one of the things it does really well is it is aware of itself at times. Like,
it breaks the fourth wall quite a bit, yeah.
A few times. Like with how the kid isn't showing up and how, like, oh yeah, you're only in the interesting bits. And, like, every episode they go in, like, not every episode. No, never mind on that. There's a segment where they're trying to get this chick a boyfriend, so they're calling up one of their friends. It's like, is she cute? And then they can't really say because they can't see her face because she actually doesn't have a face on the show, because most of the girls actually don't have faces except for, like, the most important ones.
They never animated them, and they made that a joke. Like,
yep.
Throughout the entire show, they always found room for a joke. Even in the final seconds of the last episode, they found room for a joke in the
The last episode was a whole joke. The whole episode was a joke.
Like, they reversed the order of things, and so if you weren't watching, like, after the, like, ending song,
oh yeah, so,
you would be super confused and be like, what? Who are they?
So, if for any reason you're listening to this and you're gonna fucking take our recommendation, watch or be very wary of the runtime at the end of episodes, because I don't know when they start, but High School Girls Are Funky is like a spin-off segment at usually the end of the episode past the credits. And it's usually fairly long.
On episode 1, there was nothing, I believe. Episode 2, it was Lady Life, which wasn't actually the High School Girls, but episode 3 is where it went into, like, High School Girls Are Funky, which...
Yeah, I think I missed the second episode's thing.
Yeah,
I just didn't notice.
Yeah, second episode, girls... Well, second episode is just one girl, while third episode onward is the High School Girls Are Funky.
Character designs are pretty interesting. I say that with specific like mind of like baseball hat kid, and like every character is unique looking.
Yeah, like they're interesting in some way.
I always got that confused. That one kid in the student council who looks like one of the blonde kid in the trio,
Yoshitake, yeah.
except his skin is really dark and he looks like he's a 40-year-old man.
Yep, and that's the joke.
No one ever talks about that, but yeah.
No, that's the joke.
I was thoroughly convinced the first time I saw him that he was actually the kid from the trio with just like a weird face.
They even make a joke out of that where, like, there's another guy who is also looks like Yoshitake.
Two guys.
Multiple.
That was in the fucking... Yeah.
Yeah.
Besides that, I said music was good. There is some ambient music in it, as well as like the ending is pretty catchy.
The one thing that I didn't like was that at times there are too many characters, and they don't develop them enough. But at the same time, they acknowledge that there are too many characters, and they even make a joke out of it, which makes it kind of okay that there are so many characters, since they made a joke out of it. Like,
they even make jokes. They don't know what joke you're specifically referencing, but they kind of make a few jokes out of it. I think it's like even poking fun at it. I don't know if it's a direct joke at themselves, but it feels like it when like the trio will sometimes do things like, oh, we're going on an adventure and our imagination and bullshit. And then they'll just, the two that are like leading the one straight man through the joke, pull up like as many characters as they can.
Oh yeah, that's another...
I think that's poking fun at themselves.
I believe so. Like, it's a different joke, but at the same time, it's still connected to the other joke.
Who's this character? Wait, what character are you now?
I can't tell. Also, you actually could tell because of the facial expressions.
Yep, but you know, that's not apparent to the people.
Yeah, which is another thing that they do pretty well in the show is the facial expressions. Like, while at times...
One of the best points of comedy in anime and manga is what you can do with faces. Like, you used to see in, like, 80s anime and manga, like, whenever someone gets mad, they have a huge fucking face that just gets gigantically, comically large.
Yeah.
But when people in comedy anime use it efficiently and effectively, it's absolutely golden.
Mm-hmm. Like, using a face is incredible. For instance, I'm going to go out of the anime space into movie space and whatnot to Jackie Chan. One of Jackie Chan's...
Or the movie.
Like, the person.
Oh.
Like, Jackie Chan is an amazing actor, but it's not only his acting ability that gets him through. Like Jackie Chan's movies are some of the funniest movies around. Like, in action comedy, he's the king. But the defining factor of Jackie Chan is not that he's a great actor. It's probably his face. Because he's able to make so many different expressions with his face, and each of them creates this, like, humorous aspect to it that just, like, enhances the scene. Like, his ability to look, like, so injured just makes you want to laugh at him. But at the same time, you want to root for him because in the next scene, he's like, ho, 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 with his face, like, being so, like, the power to use a face is insane. And especially when, for instance, when shows want to build, like, tension and anticipation for what a character's looking at, they focus on the character's face and how they are reacting to it before they actually show you, the viewer, what they're looking at. This creates an effect where you are in anticipation for what's coming because the character that you are hopefully attached to at that point is waiting in anticipation for the same thing to be revealed. Like, they can see it, but just the anticipation of it for you and the character just creates this, like, sort of zen moment where you just, like, where it's just like tension and anticipation combined into like this amalgamation of intensity, which is another thing the show did very well.
Yeah.
And,
besides all that, or do you have something else to add to that?
also, none of the jokes fell flat. I always found myself laughing at every joke.
I didn't laugh at every joke because I'm a Cold Stone motherfucker.
I mean,
Stone
not
Cold,
not
Stone
like-
Cold, not Cold Stone. That's an ice cream.
not like laugh out loud, but I always find myself being like, or something to that
I
degree.
usually think about that. This show did make me laugh, which is pretty rare. I could name all the specific points, but I'm not going to do that. But a lot of very good jokes. And besides all that, it was, like I said earlier, a pretty real show. Not very many outlandish jokes. Everything seemed pretty slice of life.
Yeah.
Great. I think that covers everything I can think of.
How the fuck did they know about Ringo?
How did they know? What specifically?
I was gonna come on here and say like, oh, who do you think the best girl is? And I was gonna be like, oh yeah, Ringo is the best
There's a
girl.
segment where two side characters who are never introduced again, I think.
And they don't even have names. Just like go off on like, what would the cutest girl be? And they
In one of a pretty long joke.
yeah.
They basically whittle it down over hours to... I forget the specifics of what exactly they said. Maybe you do.
It was a student council president that everyone makes fun of.
That's the cutest girl, apparently.
Yeah,
Which
and
defined one of the female characters who actually has a face.
and they were right. And they fucking called it. I don't know how they did it. But I was like, oh yeah, Ringo is best girl. They were like, yeah, Ringo is best girl.
She's like one of the only girls.
I mean, yeah, but there's still the high school girls are funky.
I guess. But you have like fucking... Those I guess we could talk about those. Those are weird segments.
The high school girls are funky?
Yeah. It was a weird thing to throw in at the end.
But at the same time, it makes sense. Like, most slice of life shows are not male-oriented. It's usually, like, female-oriented with, like, moe blobs or whatever.
It's a joke at K-On!, obviously.
Or, like, yeah, types of that show.
Because it's a fucking female band.
Mm-hmm.
I have to imagine. I have to say, if it wasn't, I'd be very shocked if it wasn't. I haven't even seen K-On!. I'm pretty fucking sure it's a joke on K-On!.
It could be, but there's really not... Like, I can't really find a connection other than the band. Like,
When they were angry at him, he threw sweets, and they instantly stopped.
Okay, that is a pretty good connection. I liked it. Like, it added...
Oh, it was good.
Yeah, it added another, like, flavor to the show. Like...
Got to see fucking Hat Dude without his hat.
Yeah, that was crazy. It added the female perspective to the show. Like, it was basically a segment dedicated to showing the viewer, like, if we had chosen to do females instead, this is what it would have been.
I don't know about that specifically, but I can kind of see that.
That's how I saw it, anyway.
I saw it as, we're going to make fun of a different anime, so we're going to use these characters, and it also has a plot involvement with one of the male characters.
Oh yeah, it even ties the jokes in there into the jokes in the main show.
Oh hey, why does this one character always wear a hat and so serious?
Oh, well.
Oh, that'll be answered.
And they even make a joke out of the entire segment by, like, on the last episode, they reverse the order and have High School Girls Are Funky be first. So, if you weren't watching High School Girls Are Funky, you would be so fucking confused and look it up on the internet like, what is High School Girls Are Funky? Why are they here? And they're like, and then they find out like, oh, at the end of each episode, there were High School Girls Are Funky. And like, What? I want to go see that, and then they go watch that, and that's the joke. That if
Yeah.
you didn't know, then you now
I
know.
think that covers everything I had to say about it.
Me as well.
Aesthetics were pretty good. It didn't look bad.
No. Like, it was visually pleasing, but it wasn't, like, visually exceptional.
No, it was just standard.
Yeah.
No weird sound effects, no bad audio.
Yeah, like, from a video standpoint and audio standpoint, it was just, like, where it stands out is the writing, by far, and the facial reactions.
Yeah, when it needs to, it'll pump up animation for facial reactions.
Mm-hmm. It will go as far as it can for a joke. It turns situations on their head so well, and they make a joke out of literally everything.
Even its sponsorships, it made a joke.
Yeah, it's quite good. So score, Iggy, go.
I think 8 out of 10. I don't know if I think we may have given it a score during the podcast, but just in case it's different, we've had time to mull this over, and I now say 8 out of 10.
I will say so as well, 8 out of 10. Same rating I gave Konosuba.
With the watch through. Unfortunately, at this point, I do not think there is plans for a second season.
No, there's not.
Fortunate, but that's how it is.
Yeah, I mean, they even made a joke out
Guys,
of there
die
not
first.
being. They even made a joke about there not being a second season.
They-
Quite
oh.
good.
Why must the good die young?
Oh, it's unfortunate.
That's what it was.
But yeah,
Yeah.
I also gave
Worth the
Konos-
watch. I'll probably watch it through again, maybe like a year from now.
Yeah, it's great. Like, besides the too many characters' fault, there's nothing like bad
Which
about
isn't
it.
really even a problem until like the last quarter.
Yeah, it's just overall just great.
And that'll conclude Anime Homework, the 2 week late segment.
Yes, it will.
Hey,
We did it.
gonna
Wait.
do your outro? Or...
I mean, yeah. I mean, that's how I end all these, of course.
Gonna do it?
Yeah.
Gonna do it in the next 5 seconds?
Maybe. I muted myself so he can't hear me, but I haven't actually ended the recording yet. Mwahaha.
This is the shit
Ha-ha.
that high school boys do.
I mean, of course.
Be assholes for no reason.
I mean, why not, right? You know, it's for a joke. You know, it's funny.
Funny enough, it would be a joke in the show. Long pause of silence.
Really, I'm just trying to vamp until we hit the 27-minute mark. So that way, the reasons...
You're an asshole, you know that?
I actually don't know why I waited to 27 minutes. Thank you all for watching. Bye!